Mics are hot. Please don't curse in the first seconds. Live.
Drop the intro.
Yep.
Do you wanna ride with Sammy? What you want me to do? Come on and slide with Sammy. Sippin'.
This is SippinWitSammie. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only SippinWitSammie. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Yup! What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? Happy Monday, happy hour, all of that flyness. I didn't have to work today, so I'm in a great mood, and I'm ready to get it started. Let's cheer for that. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please hop in the chat and comment with us. We chop it up back. We have no problem with that. We actually prefer it that way. And in here I have with me, as usual, K from Font Productions. What's up with you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Feeling great?
Yep.
Yeah, life is good?
Life is great.
Wonderful, man. Yeah, so we got a couple more people joining us in a few. Of course, I get the last minute text, but it's all good. I'm used to it. We're going to get through it. As usual, please let us know where y'all chopping it up from. Let us know what y'all sipping on. And today, we'll repeat this a few times. We want to know, what are your holiday, specifically Christmas and Christmas Eve traditions and meals? What is traditional for you and yours, or just you? What do you make sure you do? You know what I'm saying? Nothing too big or too small. We just want to know how y'all celebrate and how y'all acknowledge the whatever that you take from this situation. So yeah, we appreciate that. We good, Kay?
Yeah, we good. I'm just sharing.
Just sharing? Yeah. Get your share on. So anybody that wants to give us any input on that, we definitely would love that. On top of, as usual, what you sipping on and where you're from. Yeah. We got some great topics for y'all today. Great topics, actually. And we ain't getting too dark today, baby. We can't do it. 'Tis the season to be merry, and I'm not going nowhere. Now, it's been a rough year. We gonna end this thing off with a banging new.
There was the bang.
You know what I'm saying? Nice little bang to end it off with.
Right.
That's what we gonna do.
Right.
Absolutely.
That
So,
part.
you want weekend recap or something?
Yeah, we could weekend recap. We could do that.
Damn, we can't even talk about knockout till he get it, huh?
No.
Alright, cool. Then my weekend was shit. Tell me about yours.
Oh, that was it.
I ain't really do much this weekend. I fell back, did some shopping today.
All right. Well, I'll tell you about mine.
I recorded a podcast yesterday. Yeah.
So, I started a new tradition this year with my family.
Nice.
And that was this past weekend. So, we had our first martinis and nut tossies day.
What is a nut tossie?
A nut tossie is a specific type of cookie that my family makes every year.
What kind of origin?
I don't know.
Okay.
So my grandmother was the first person in our family to start making them. My grandmother got the recipe from some old cookbook. And, we've been making nut tossies ever since.
Nice.
And so the recipe has been passed down. So this year we had 4 generations of women in my family, all baking in one kitchen.
I love that.
Yeah, all baking off the same recipe. And then we did a little taste test contest to see whose cookies ended up the best, even though we all followed the same recipe.
And
the verdict was, it was either mine or Krista's, depending on how much flaky crust to gooey filling you like.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you came in second.
No.
Alright. Cool.
No,
Glad that y'all did that.
I wouldn't say that.
Glad y'all enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was great. It was a really nice time. The food was great. The martinis were great, but the company was the best part.
See, and Kay took my advice, and I know she probably didn't need me, but I've been saying for a while, man, We gotta start the traditions or take over the traditions, and sometimes it could be something small. Martinis and bacon, that's not expensive.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Especially depending on what kind of alcohol y'all drinking. If y'all ain't going too crazy, it still shouldn't be expensive. But, you know, keep it in your range and have a good time is nothing.
Absolutely.
Nothing. That's a beautiful thing. And for this week, you could have just been prepping stuff with the family that's going to hold the Christmas event. And throwing all that in the freezer, in the fridge, and letting that marinate till a couple days. You know what I mean? You could do whatever.
Right.
Do all type of stuff, man.
Yeah, but it was nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat.
Right.
We got some folks in here. We got Brian. He said,
Yo, Brian.
does it clap? I don't know what he's talking about. Wow. We got Charlie speaking in what looks like a different language.
Yo, Charlie.
Shout out, Charlie. And we got Saeed, who said kitchen. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got some real interesting commenters today.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. I don't know what's going on, but if y'all in here, y'all in here. We in here too.
Right. So, tell us what you're doing for the holiday season. If you celebrate Christmas, or if you celebrate something else, or if you're just getting together with family, if you have time off, all those fun things. Let us know what your traditions are.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, everything.
We're curious.
Man.
Yeah.
Let us know. And definitely shout out to whatever tradition that you have, if it's during this season or not, man. Just hold it down and try to spend it with family.
Absolutely.
Just be amazing with your folks, man. It's a good thing.
Yeah, so that was my Saturday. And then my Sunday I spent hanging out with the niece in the morning, which I'm one of the few people that my niece was like totally chill with right away and all the time. Mm-hmm. So shout out to my niece.
Shout out to the big LL, man.
Yeah, she's the best.
How old is she now?
She is almost 6 months.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
getting up there. I see you.
Yeah.
I saw a picture from you holding her, and she looked long.
Yes.
I just seen her, and I'm like, you long in 2 months.
I know.
She had like a growth spurt.
A little bit, but she gets measured in a couple of weeks, so we'll find out for sure.
Just how much?
Yep.
Yeah, she was looking like she was dangling a little more than usual. Like it's a lot more you and you.
I'm not gonna lie, she's a little heavy now.
Heavy, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel her after carrying her for, a few minutes or so. So
Little potato sack.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's how I get. That's what's up. She doing her job, man. Keep growing and learning. That's all she gotta do.
And we started crawling lessons on Sunday, so that
I've
was
never
exciting.
heard of crawling lessons in my life.
What do you mean? Development is very important.
Yeah, so like usually babies learn to crawl on their own. Like they pull themselves up and then they land where they land and they chase somebody on their hands and knees.
No, so we started out. So she's already like kind of able to. If you stand her up, she'll put her feet down. She'll stand. She just can't stand on her own yet. So we started out doing some like vertical push-ups, getting the arm movement down, testing the arm's strength and seeing how good it is. Then, we started doing some like stomach practice, like not quite tummy time, but like let's see if you can push yourself up off of tummy time and keep the head up. And then we started, positioning the knees and seeing where the knees had to go, and then practicing our kicks, because that's how you move. So it was very involved. I give her probably 5 more lessons before she really has it down, but crawling practice, man, it's important.
So by the time she's 1.5, she'll be in the Olympics.
That's the goal.
I see what you're doing, man. You're not low, yo. You are not low.
Emily said I missed my calling as a physical therapist.
She's going to be a soccer star by the time she's 2.
Yes. I mean, I'm the sports aunt, so it's my responsibility to make sure that she's athletic.
Well, did you get all her Christmas gifts?
I did.
Is she spoiled?
Absolutely.
Word. Good job. That's all we want to know. But let's get into some topics, man. Let's do a topic or something.
All right. Guess we can start with something that our guests probably don't care about.
Yeah, let's do sports.
Yeah. Let's start with talking about Michael Vick.
Did you look this up?
I got the image.
So, I don't know if you knew the story, the intro with it or not.
Here's my intro. Michael Vick got a coaching job that he recently announced, and he will be the new coach for Norfolk State.
Absolutely, which is huge. Everybody's super happy for him because he is from Newport News to be in his home area and be coaching. One of their most sought after universities is pretty dope. Norfolk State is a dope school. I believe Norfolk State is a HBCU if I'm not mistaken. But what's really interesting is when we heard the announcement, I was excited for Vick. I said if this was something he wanted to accomplish and we seen him working with kids, I actually was recently watching a Black Quarterback documentary that he narrates and hosts, and they showed clips of him helping and coaching kids throughout the doc in certain parts. And then I forgot about the fact that Vick is a whole on-air correspondent. And that means that he's no longer going to be an on-air personality. He's not going to have the time. So recently a clip of him announcing that he got the new job and that he was actually stepping down. He got emotional and he started crying.
Congratulations, my man.
It comes with mixed emotions as we love you so much and we don't want you to leave us. Now you're stuck with us the rest of the season.
Let's
but
go Spartans.
We are so happy for you and I see the emotion. What makes you emotional?
First off, just being a big part of Fox Sports and the opportunity. I love you guys. I love everybody in this building and this administration. Have been amazing to me. This wasn't easy. Bittersweet, but when you got a chance to go, get an opportunity to go lead young men in your community. Where I grew up, watching this team, and I wanted them to be assured that they wanted me as the head coach with no experience, but I got what it takes. I got all the right people around me, and I'm going to ready embark on a new journey.
Oh, well.
So I know y'all be right.
And I think that's the biggest part. Like, the clip is going viral because he's crying. Mm-hmm. But he said everything in that clip. Like, he held himself together to speak clearly enough to say how much this meant to him, how much of a goal this was for him.
I was about to say, you couldn't really tell he was crying in the audio.
Yeah, besides them saying it's okay, he's getting emotional and all of that, audibly. But no, he was while they were talking, he was crying and wiping his eyes with a tissue for the people that haven't seen the clip. And then it got to the point where he got it together a little bit and started speaking, and he was still teary-eyed, but it ain't like he was boo-hooing. But like he said, he appreciates the family that he's built at Fox Sports, which is awesome. It's good to know that he was treated well because Vick deserves such. He's a legend for real. And in this city, you can't tell us nothing about Vick. So I'm just glad he's able to affect his community directly in a way that he sees fit. And I think he'll be a great coach.
How good of a program do they have?
I don't. Look up their last couple seasons records. I could do the same if you can't do it, but I don't know if he's taking over. I'm pretty sure they weren't probably good, but I don't want to assume. What's crazy? This is probably one of the most Googled things of the last week.
Well, they're 0-3
right
for
now.
bowls.
Oh, for bowls.
Yeah. And if they've only been to 3 bowls, they can't be that great, right?
Yeah, so maybe he'll
turn it around. It'll be another like Colorado story.
Yeah, and I don't want to compare everything to Deion because that's not fair.
Yeah.
But I think that profile means a lot in a program. I think that the energy starts at the top, right? The focus starts at the top. So if he's somebody that could bring in a different culture to the program, that's very important. I think people being on the sidelines gets kids to jump through that portal, right? So I think Vick will bring a lot to them. They'll be better with him than without him in the near future. We know that for sure. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Vick, man. Let's get him one of these, man. I'm just happy for him because we all know what he went through, and we all know that there was a time where they made him look like a pariah, and I don't even use that word. So for him to be reintroduced, it's really, his story is better, but really similar to Maurice Claret who recently had gotten on air with Cam and Mace, and then through people seeing him day to day and where he's at in life, he got reacclimated to his former university and their staff and their program, and he's back on a good terms with them. And it's like, you love to see it because people make mistakes, man. Don't vilify somebody that gave that much to, or that can give that much to a program because of a mistake that they've been served their time and did their thing and showed correction behind. So salute to Vick, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think I killed that. Let's do it. Next topic.
All right, let's stick with football and get into the NFL update.
Yeah, K topic.
Oh, you're just mad you just had to talk.
No, you got mad stats and stuff to read.
I sure do. All right, so the NFL season is coming to an end, at least our regular season. And week 16 is almost completely in the books.
A couple years ago, this would have been the last week.
Yeah. There are still 2 weeks left for those of you who are counting. So week 16 started off on Thursday with the Chargers beating the Broncos 34-27. The Chiefs beat the Texans 27-19. The Ravens beat the Steelers 34-17. Falcons beat the Giants 34-7. The Lions beat the Bears 34-17.
Oh my.
The Panthers beat the Cardinals 36-30. The Rams beat the Jets 19-9. The Commanders beat the Eagles 36-33. The Browns beat the Bengals beat the Browns 24-6. The Colts beat the Titans.
Colton is a bad motherfucker.
That's hilarious. Boy. The Colts beat the Titans 36-30. The Vikings beat the Seahawks 27-24. The Bills beat the Patriots 24-21. The Raiders beat the Jaguars 19-14. The Dolphins beat the 49ers 29-17. And the Cowboys beat the Buccaneers 26-24. Today will be the last game of Week 16, and it will be the Saints versus the Packers starting at 8:15.
Prediction for the next game?
The Packers are going to win. The Saints are already out. If the Saints beat the Packers, that would be a huge upset. But we'll see.
Yeah, because it happens a lot of times. The team with nothing to lose will ruin or spoil the end of your season.
Absolutely.
You know how it go. They play for something different.
So let's do a quick little deep dive on the Eagles game, because it was certainly an upset.
Oh, boy.
Like I said earlier, the Commanders did beat the Eagles this week. So what had happened was...
Shout out Jamie Foxx.
What happened was Jalen Hurts got hurt.
Oh, okay. That's what happened. Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts got a concussion in the end of the first quarter. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately was rolled out for the remainder of the game. And while Pickett was not terrible, he actually held up pretty well in terms of the passing game. It did allow for the Commanders to make some adjustments in terms of their defense that ended up shutting down our run game, and ultimately, halting us in the end of the fourth. So I'll also say, this was not our best game defensively either. There were a couple of missed opportunities, some things that happened that left the Commanders in great field position, and they ended up being able to capitalize. So it was what it was. And at the end of the day, I think it was a little bit of a fluke. You can't really take too much from it just because Jalen Hurts was injured. So we did look amazing in the beginning of the first quarter. And then once Jalen Hurts was injured, obviously we're playing under extenuating circumstances with a quarterback that our offensive threats are not necessarily used to playing with. So I think, you expect things to somewhat deteriorate. And to Jaden Daniels' credit, he played a great game. He really carried his team. Our defense was able to shut down their run game completely to the point where Jaden Daniels was their leading
Only one running.
runner by far, their leading runner. So shout out to him. You know, you got to say he had a great game. McLaurin, his number one receiver, had a great game.
They had all the mix,
Yeah.
so to speak.
So, you know, the Commanders deserve that one, and I'm okay with saying that. So that's my take on the Eagles game. What did you think about that one?
I think what nobody's saying is that the Eagles are used to having a stronger backup quarterback. The Eagles are at least used to having a backup quarterback whose name they know.
Right.
And I think that might be a little scary for y'all. I think, especially because the way Hurts got hit was because he put himself out there.
Yeah. He was running.
Yeah, and he didn't slide.
Nope. And
he was going head first. And
Yep.
he got, and you know, it was a bad hit, but he's going to do that.
Yeah.
So there's shoulders, there's knees, there's ankles, there's anything that can happen when you do that. Like, and it's like, I think the biggest takeaway is where's the willing and dealing going to get somebody? And homie did all right. He played a decent game, but I think 90% of Eagles fans when he walked on the field said, "Oh shit, we just gonna have to hand it to Saquon the rest of the game." And then he threw a couple good passes and they got excited again.
Right.
But I think it's very scary that, one, he wasn't a little better than that, and two, who is this guy? What's his pedigree?
He used to be a starting quarterback for Pittsburgh
All right.
for one season.
Did anybody know he was on the Eagles?
I mean, I'm sure people did.
Yeah, that's why I said 90%.
Yeah, I'm sure people knew. Just
That's-
not me.
That's crazy. But, I mean, shout out to the Eagles. I really don't think you can measure much by it. I think the biggest takeaway from it is that your backup quarterback is scary. Scary.
I don't know why that's your take. I didn't think he was that bad. He threw one interception, but like
I don't think he was that good, though.
it was a situation where the defense threw him off. Like that happens.
I think that the playbook always narrows when you get a backup quarterback in, but I think that it got real narrow.
Yeah, I think the issue was they shut down our run game.
It got slim. Yeah, because he's not a threat.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But that's always going to happen with a backup. Like
I mean, no. Most times it'll happen with a backup. Eagles ain't used to that.
No.
Motherfuckers done turned into starters overnight.
Yeah. We're just going to hope that Jalen Hurts is back for next game. Luckily, the Eagles do have a pretty easy remainder of the season left. We have the Giants and the Cowboys. So hopefully we can get a couple more wins and round out the season going into the playoffs on a win streak. But we'll see.
It was a I don't even know if it was a good game. It was a crazy game.
Yeah.
It was a crazy game.
So let's talk about the playoffs.
Let's do it.
Who's in, who's not. So
KK.
when we're talking about the AFC, obviously you have the Chiefs, the Bills, the Steelers, the Texans, and the Ravens, who have all clinched their spots at this point. There are 2 available spots still remaining, and the next teams up are the Chargers and the Broncos, with the Colts, Dolphins, and Bengals still in the mix as well. Out of these teams, I would have said that I thought the last 2 were going to go to the Broncos and the Chargers. However, based off of the Broncos' recent loss to the Chargers, I'm not sure that they are going to continue on their trajectory. So I think it's going to end up being the Chargers and maybe the Colts. I don't know. Colts and Broncos, it's a tough toss-up to me. It's kind of like which team is doing better in the last week of the season. But we'll see how that shakes out. And then, of course, going over to... I have to get to the top again, sorry. Going over to the NFC, we have the Lions, the Eagles, and the Vikings have clinched. You also have the Rams, Falcons, Packers, and Commanders all in the hunt. There are still 4 spots available, and that's 4 teams that I just named. I do think that those are going to end up being the 4 teams that make it to the playoffs, unless something crazy like the Packers losing tonight. Because that could make things interesting. But the Buccaneers also still have a shot of making it in. So we shall see.
We shall. I saw something that I was trying to confirm, and I don't see anything else about it, so I don't know. It said Jimmy Butler got traded to the Cavs.
Oh, that would be crazy.
But that's very strange, and I only saw it from one source. Jimmy Butler rulers teams don't expect trade unless 7-star. Jimmy Butler trade rumors. I don't see anything else about it, so we're not going to do nothing with that. I just wanted to make sure, because that would have been like. Also, nobody talks about it, but Cleveland got a squad down there. So I could see Jimmy being happy with that if he's not happy in Miami. So, my bad. I just wanted to double check that. Continue.
Yeah, I'm still seeing a lot of reports, even as of like 15 minutes ago, saying don't be surprised if Jimmy Butler's still on the Heat after the deadline.
They saying there's a lot of rumors for no reason is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Well, everything's negotiable, right?
Yeah.
So, the reports are going to report. It is what it is. No, but I was just, I was like, oh, we got one. Oh, hot off the presses. I was about to go up.
Anything else on football before we get out of there?
You got Christmas sports schedule, which I don't know if that's football or.
It is, partially. We can talk about that next. All right, so it is the day before Christmas Eve, and Christmas is a big day for sports.
We ain't put no sounds on the board. We slipping.
What do you mean?
We put the jingle bells or something on the board. We bugging. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, so I wanted to give you guys the rundown of what you can expect on Christmas Day, what sports to watch, what games are on, and what times to see them. So we're going to start with the NBA. You can catch 5 NBA games on Christmas Day. It starts at noon.
Nice.
Yes. So NBA does start first. And at noon you can catch the Bucks versus the Knicks. Then at 2:30 you can catch Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets. At 5 is the 76ers versus the Celtics. And then finally, at 5 is the 76ers versus the Celtics. This must be an old graphic. Spurs versus Knicks, Timberwolves versus Mavericks, 76ers versus Celtics, Lakers versus Warriors, then the Nuggets versus Suns. So the games on here are wrong. I'll fix that later. But then jumping over to the NFL, you have the Chiefs versus the Steelers as the first game of the day. And that is going to be happening at 1. And then, prime time on Netflix, the Texans versus the Ravens, which is, both of these teams are, well, the Texans just clinched their spot, they're trying to clinch a spot. The Ravens are still trying to clinch a spot too, I believe. Or might have just clinched this last weekend. So all 4 of these teams are in playoff contention. These should both be really good games. And in addition to the Texans-Ravens game, they also will be having a halftime show featuring Beyonce.
Who got Mariah?
Mariah will be performing before both games, apparently.
Okay.
And that second game starts at 4:30.
This is going to be crazy. Like, there's houses, and we were just talking about, like, we don't want to take for granted people with smaller traditions and lesser means. There's houses that's going to literally have fights over the remote. Yeah. Because this is running all day, football and basketball. And motherfuckers go, I don't watch that football shit. I don't give up with that NBA. You know what I mean? And it's going to be some, hopefully, friendly wrestling matches over the remote. for Christmas, man, because it's a lineup, man. A lot of people were saying that the NBA lineup was underwhelming. What do you think at this point of the season with these teams that are lined up for Christmas? Because they line them up early.
Let me pull them back up because the graphics wrong, so it's screwing me up.
No, be clear. I don't want you to. And I guess are here for our co-host, and I guess I think
Wait, back up.
my dog is excited. So
I got JuJu with me. She's not gonna bite dudes, is she?
yeah, but we still here. My bad. I got quiet because I'm making sure everybody get in the crib. Cool. What's up with you? What's up with you, homie?
SippinWitSammie.
How you feeling, homie? I was just with him at the battles, right?
Yeah.
Why you just sitting with me? We was chopping it up at the battle.
Told you what his name is.
You good right here, bro.
Get out.
Yeah, man, my bad.
Oh shit.
My dog be a little Joe. I know you
Sway
got
on
black
camera.
on. I see. Twiggy, cut it out.
Damn.
Twiggy. Y'all see my dog? No?
No, it was just on you.
Just cut her out. Cut it out.
Come on.
What's that in the dog?
Ain't shit, man. Y'all walked in. My dog said, mustard.
Stop it, girl.
Everybody good? You good?
I'm solid, man.
Alright, cool.
It's getting warm in here, dudes.
Yeah, so yeah. You might want to take your jacket off.
It's gonna get hot.
You good if you want to keep it on.
Like a fan, you know?
Alright, you know.
What's up, family? I'm sorry I'm late. I know everybody was waiting for me.
Everybody meaning.
The
Did
world.
you even share the link?
Huh?
If you ain't share the link, ain't nobody waiting on you.
I share the link every time I'm on here, bro.
No,
You
I
know
said
that.
today.
Oh my
No, I ain't do it yet.
Oh, alright. Mustard!
Where the headphones at?
Your
I
joint
gotta grab this
is probably on top of the pup. You gotta grab them under the table.
Hi, Twiggy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Back on track, man. Back on track.
It's
Yeah.
a nice setup, man. I like this.
I appreciate it, man. Get comfortable, man. But I was just asking you, what did you think about the strength of the NBA schedule, and you was pulling up the actual schedule for Christmas?
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
got sidetracked. All right.
I got you.
So, I think the Spurs versus the Knicks is gonna be a great game.
I'm good right now.
I think the Timberwolves versus the Mavericks. Not as much. The Timberwolves have not been playing that great this season. But with Anthony Edwards on your team,
You gotta
you
see
can
Anthony
always
Edwards
do
on
anything.
Christmas.
Yeah,
So that gives you Anthony Edwards, Luka, Kyrie on Christmas.
right. So I'm not mad at that. And then 76ers Celtics, I mean, you're going to have Joel Embiid back. You have Paul George back. You have Maxey back. Celtics always have a great team. I think that that's always a rivalry matchup. I'm not mad at that one at all.
I'm scared for the Sixers.
Lakers, Warriors. Warriors are hot right now. So, Lakers not so much, but they're still the Lakers. Again, I'm not mad at that.
The Warriors are warming up. The Lakers,
Just got dubbed by 50.
the Lakers are the Lakers though. It's like, just like the Knicks, they gotta be on Christmas.
He said he just got dubbed by 50.
Yeah, no, it's bad. I'm a Lakers fan. It's bad. We was talking about the Lakers. It's bad. It's bad. Go ahead, Katt.
Yeah, and
So you need to
then
stick with your team.
last
Crack
matchup.
that door for me.
What?
Crack the door, please. Man got his stove gets going.
Then the last matchup is the Nuggets versus the Suns. Again, I'm not mad at it.
I mean, it's a lot of star power.
Yeah, and I get it. They picked all of their like major market teams or the ones that have the biggest names and the biggest stars right now. So
It's just record-wise, a lot of them not exciting right now. It's just you want to.
Yeah, I get it.
It's matchups, but it's like these ain't nobody that should care about each other right
They ain't doing shit this year.
now. One team is, the
Yeah.
other team ain't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not OKC. I would love to see OKC on Christmas.
I would love to see Shea on Christmas.
I would love to see the Cavs on Christmas.
Stop calling that man Shay,
That's
bro.
his name. That's literally his name.
Is it shy?
I thought it was like Shea Gilchrist,
It's Shea Gilchrist Alexander.
but that's not the first
Gilchrist-
name together.
Gilchrist Alexander
It's
is
the
his
last
last
name.
It's a hyphenated
Oh,
last
that's
name.
crazy.
Shay's his first name.
But he French though, right?
He's Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Which might be, but that's why it's spelled Shai, but it's pronounced Shay.
Yeah, that nigga crazy.
I'm only calling a nigga his name. That's all. I'm just calling him with his mama called.
No, I thought his name was like that Shay part was mixed in there,
No.
like with the dash and all that.
No, I
my
think
bad.
Shay, the way they spelled it, I guess made it unisex. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
all
could
that to say, I get the
They
criticism.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the criticism that they aren't the teams with the best record in the league right now. But, on the other hand, it's not like it's the Pelicans versus the Jazz. Like, it's, you know, like, these are still big-name teams, big-name players, folks that you're used to seeing on your screen on Christmas. I'm not mad at it.
No Ja, though. Would have been nice to see Ja.
Right.
If we just putting faces on the place.
What Dave said, I'll say, "Where's Ja?"
Where's Ja? No, but I'm
No, he's talking about Ja
listen,
Rule, though.
I'm excited to have. I know. I'm excited to have a whole day of sports and performances
On Christmas?
Yeah, why not?
You're not gonna watch the what you call the movie on Christmas?
The what movie?
The
Yeah, right.
what's her name?
The Christmas movie?
Clarissa.
I'm not going to the. I don't go to the movies on Christmas. I spend Christmas with my family, and my family.
Oh, it's not
to
gonna
the
be on no streaming sites.
No, it's gonna be in theaters.
Oh, she bugged out with that one.
She ain't bug out. Christmas is a big day for movies.
No, it is,
For
but
big movies.
yeah, I get it.
It's a big movie though. A lot of people, that's their tradition.
Who got the bootleg, man? Send me the bootleg.
Once again, if y'all in the chat, let us know what y'all traditions are, what y'all eat on Christmas, how y'all spend y'all Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. If y'all got a unique tradition or just some cool shit that you do by yourself, let us know what y'all into, man. We appreciate that. Let us know what y'all sip too. Y'all eggnoggers, y'all coquitos, y'all bring out that one bottle one time a year and take a couple shots out of it. Like, let us know.
I fuck with that
You
eggnog.
smoke a
But
different kind of stogie, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know?
nah, I ain't even know that was his twist. That's some new shit he doing.
Alright.
But yo,
My mature bag.
yo, why niggas be trying to bomb on me for drinking eggnog? I drink eggnog like straight.
Without alcohol?
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
good.
well, it's kind of
like a
Just
milkshake.
bubble guts.
I
Introduce
mean,
your
yeah,
guest.
but it's good.
C Cash in the building.
Oh man, you already know. It's your boy C Cash, man. Blessed to see the platform again. I got my guy Doozy with me. Never not working zone. Doozy been around me for like.
My bad.
Doozy been around me for like
You
10
can't hear
years.
you, we can't hear you.
He's soft spoken until he get into the studio. You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
I think that's why. You know what I'm saying? He all
Well, what's-
smooth and cool right now.
What's crazy about Doozy is, one, you told me about him. Two, like, we got introduced at the battle outside.
Right.
Because he was there early. He was on time with niggas
I
in the
was.
cold.
I
You know
was.
what I'm saying? He trucked it with niggas. And
No,
then
he been doing that.
I show up for folks.
we got in the building. He pulled up on me, started chopping it with me, and then he was like, "Yo, you be watching the league?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't tell me you a Sixers fan." That's the first thing the nigga said to me, bro. I swear to God.
Oh man, you too?
Yo, what
I'm
you trying to
saying.
say?
Right.
He was just like, "Yo." First thing he said was, "Don't tell me you a Sixers fan."
I love
Dang.
the biddy, but it's not it.
The biddy.
It's not
The
it,
biddy.
man. It's not it.
But this how I feel though, right? If
No,
it's your
no.
city, it's your team.
No, hold up.
That's not how that works.
When you say you love the city,
I do.
but F the team,
It's not.
we
the
hate
team.
the city of your team as black folk.
Wait,
Me
what's your
too.
team?
Me too. Still,
Are you a Boston fan?
for sure.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Before the title though. Before the title.
Yo, they just started a whole war here.
You're a Boston fan?
Yes, man.
Okay, talk to him.
Oh my God, you're the worst type of person.
That's crazy.
I don't even
Damn.
fucking know you, and I don't like you anymore.
Why?
We were
But
vibing. We were vibing. Like, it was fine
She
a
pulled
minute
the
ago.
Eve. I don't even
Yeah,
know you and I
crazy.
hate you.
Right.
It was fine a minute ago, and now you're a
Damn.
fucking Boston fan.
I set him up. I did.
He
I
did.
lied, deep.
He
I
lied
lied.
that all the
He
way
did.
I
up.
lied, deep.
That's
But
crazy.
that's the first thing he said to me.
I thought
And
it
I was
cool.
like, yo, that's crazy. And,
How you gonna like a team of a city you wouldn't even live in?
Yo, I'm saying
because
though.
I'm a basketball fan.
all right, so
This
give
one.
it, break it down. We gonna give him his just due. Explain what makes you, why you became a Celtics fan.
I'm a Paul Pierce fan. Like I respect his game. I know he get a lot of shit now,
I love Paul Pierce.
but the dude is literally the truth.
Yeah, he's the truth. I love Paul.
And then when they got Ticket, which is another one of my favorite players, it just worked for me.
You talking about
KG.
KG,
Kevin Garnett.
the big ticket.
Yeah,
Now what
absolutely.
happens though, right? Like
You been a fan since then?
Absolutely.
Damn.
that's not that long ago,
That's
bro.
not that long
That's not that
ago.
long ago.
I'm not that old though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Yeah, you're not that old.
That's what I'm saying.
So I kind of get it, but the
But
weird
that
thing
was
is,
a while ago, though, bro.
but usually, I mean, I watched Paul in college. I was in high school.
Exactly.
Still
So
talking
you
about
know-
10,
so
20
you know,
years, though.
yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah, he talking about some time because he was a pup at that
the
time.
fuck?
He probably wasn't even watching.
Nigga, that's a
basketball.
long time for me, and I'm older.
But like, my thing is usually when you go to a team because you like a couple of the players.
For sure.
Did you fall in love with the culture and just stick after they left? Like you could have bounced
Yeah, but that's not there though. That's not there when you
because you
leave.
already was arguing for the green so
Yeah,
long. Now
yeah.
you can't back down.
No, you can't. So you gotta go through watching them be with Kyrie and Kimba and a bunch of other players that they don't
Wait,
need.
hold on. I gotta interject here.
Crazy thing is they misused them niggas. How the fuck is Rondo
No,
better
they
for y'all than
misused
them
IT.
niggas?
They misused
How
IT.
y'all gonna ride with an OT team and not your home team, though?
I just told you why.
But the team, all right, just like your team,
Go ahead.
may be good at one point, and then they start struggling and they become ass.
I asked
You
him
supposed
to
to ride with them.
all right,
but
if
you
you
gotta
wanna-
dig the questions that I'm asking him because my team is the Lakers, right?
Right.
Yeah, how that
So
happened?
the same
We
reason
rivals,
same
technically.
reason I asked you because I said, so did you fall in love with the culture? Like if you paid attention to the way that I like to play ball when I was hooping and the way that my lifestyle, the way that I carry
so
it,
you fell in love with the playbooks and the
like
way
no,
they,
I'm
yeah,
Showtime.
It's flashy.
You know what I'm saying? I like excitement. It's always about the bright lights for me.
Yeah, I get it.
Like always.
I just like a certain attitude when people play ball.
Yeah,
So-
but see, that's the thing. You can't play for the Lakers if you're not a dog.
Yeah, I get
For
it.
sure. And you can't. I don't
If
think
you're
you
not
can
a
play
dog,
for-
you gotta be a superstar. None of our superstars really wasn't dogs.
So I got a question.
Talk to me.
The current iteration of the Celtics, the championship team that you just had,
Yeah.
you're a fan? Like, obviously you're a Celtics fan, but I mean, is this like a Celtics team that you enjoy
If
watching?
I could keep it a bean with you,
Yeah.
I'm a huge Jalen fan,
that part,
and I pray for Tatum all the time.
because on camera, I don't believe he has the best IQ. I think he's talented, but I don't think he.
Which one, Jalen?
No.
Tatum.
Tatum.
Exactly.
He don't have
bro.
the best IQ. And I know they've been trying to figure out who team it is for a long time. It's Jalen's team.
Because it takes a lot to flip Jalen switch.
No, no,
on Tatum switch.
Because he can show
It
up,
don't make no sense.
he can show up for 3 quarters, or he cannot, or it could be reversed for him.
Mm-hmm.
He don't really know his spots where he's good at shooting at. He can't see the double team sometimes.
He don't read
And
his
this is a
advantages.
superstar.
He don't like you got young boys that got high sensory.
I
Like
think-
they know when they open, they know when they supposed to. He a lot of the times is waiting to get back to the same rhythmic thing when he could just adjust.
I think Tatum has pretty player advantage. Like, the media saw a pretty face.
That's funny as shit.
No, I'm dead up. The media saw a pretty face, and they're like, oh, yeah, he would be great on the cover of 4K.
Y'all call him man.
That's
a
part
media
of
like-
whore.
That's part of it.
That's a media thought, basically.
No, on some real shit.
No,
I
and
mean,
that's
no.
why he's called the star
No,
over
this is
Jalen
this,
Brown.
that's what I was about to say.
I
That's
get
the
it.
Jalen problem. But
Yeah.
the other part of Tatum is one, his numbers kind of consistently been decent, right? It's just his moments aren't consistent, right?
Right.
But what happened that people forget about is Kobe stamped him early.
Along with Devin Booker.
Stamped them early. So then he got the Jordan situation. So now you supposed to be the guy.
Yeah.
And we see streaks of what Kobe was talking about.
Yeah.
We just don't see, like, we knew in the third quarter Kobe was turning it on.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting the rock in the third.
Yeah.
You could chalk it. He ain't even had to kill you in the fourth. He was going to put himself in a position in the fourth to try to get them other 2 assists.
No, I know.
You see what I'm saying?
I remember
Like-
watching Kobe like
Like,
that.
you just knew. With Tatum, it's scary. And with Jalen, you know,
But-
he might be streaky, but you getting the same Jalen.
Yeah.
I don't think he's streaky though.
No, he's more consistent than not, but sometimes it's like, Jalen.
Yeah, but
But that's only because Tatum next to him, honestly.
there you go.
Anybody else is a go.
Yeah.
It's only because Tatum next to him and you like, well, damn, you could have kind of let him shoot that. But then it's like, is Tatum being aggressive? What did Tatum say in the timeout?
Facts. Big facts.
You know what I mean?
So y'all
Boss
tryna
is
say-
boss up.
Y'all trying to say Jason Tatum is the Ice Spice of the NBA. That's what y'all saying.
I don't know nothing about that comparison. That's very strange to me.
I think that fits Devin Booker a little better than.
A little better than that.
Jason Tatum.
But Devin has some of the same inconsistencies.
Look good, but can't.
Like
really
there's times
perform
where you know,
how they supposed to.
oh shit, he about to go nuts.
Who team is that?
That's Denver.
No, he on the Suns, but I'm
Suns.
saying
Yeah, the
whose team
Suns.
is it?
That's Durant's team.
Really?
I thought that was Devin Booker's team.
It's Durant's team.
I'm rolling with it, but
It's Durant's team. I said
On
they
It's hard.
playing
paper,
Denver.
they make it look like Devin
They
Booker's
playing
team.
Denver.
yeah,
pardon.
because they don't have no identity.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's supposed to be Durant's team. What we realize is the man that keep floating around, the greatest scorer ever, can't lead nobody.
And then
I get it.
He's not a shepherd.
Yeah,
you
I
make
get it.
that argument, and I still say it could be Bradley Beal's team.
But that's why that's scary.
Exactly.
why-
'Cause this is Durant.
That's the problem. Exactly.
That's why that's scary. Like, and yo, I love Durant's game. As much as I just hate his personality. And I'm not talking about on Twitter. I'm talking
I'm
about
talking
like,
that he been raised by his mom type shit,
bro,
and only his mom.
like you only want to be a dog in argument. And that's scary when you as skilled as you are at 7 feet tall. Like people forget, like 6'11", 7 feet. 6'11" had 7 feet. Kevin Garnett was 7 feet. He kept telling everybody he was 6'10". He ain't want to be a 7-footer.
He stand next to AD. He's 6'11".
He's 7 feet. AD just big as shit. But like it's different. Like I'm saying, it's still to everybody else in the world that's 7 feet. Cause one of y'all can jump, one of y'all can't. Somebody ankle's gonna go, somebody knees gonna go. It's the same problems, man.
For sure.
Somebody back, somebody jump. Like it's crazy. No, it's real. Like once you get to that
KG
point,
was my man. Though. I was a big fan of KG.
loved the ticket, man. I loved how he I loved his journey in high school because he stood on something, went through something, went somewhere else, adapted, and made it there. Like you gotta understand, man. It takes something to come through that type of shit, and you have to be a phenomenal athlete because they will blackball you. It happened to all of them. They try to do it to AI. They lock AI up.
Real shit.
Yeah.
What was that bar fight? Bull fight?
Yep.
Bowling alley fight, and he walked out. It's on video. He walked straight out. It's crazy.
Yep.
He went to jail.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So let's get into it. Okay, knockout party.
Yeah, let's talk about
Knockout party. Did you watch
wait,
knockout
wait.
party?
Before we do that, do you want to get into the weekend recap for Cash?
Oh yeah, let Cash shoot his shit real quick. And I appreciate your input on that. That was dope.
My weekend.
And I ain't mad at you for liking Paul and KG.
That's my
You see what I did here?
I'm just mad at you for banging that set. You know what I'm saying? It's a little much. It's a little much. Go ahead.
It's a little much for you too. You're not from LA.
So when he was telling me about culture,
What I'm saying is, we was one of the first teams to pay a black man and make him a star.
that's still the first.
What Magic?
Yeah, Kareem.
I get it.
You know LA
Kareem.
You know
Yeah.
LA history though.
Huh?
Yeah.
L.A. history.
Yeah.
I know a little bit.
Yeah.
I've actually been learning more lately.
You know that's where the first police department was
It
established,
was
right?
yeah, and
You
I
know
know
what
that
they
them
turned in
motherfuckers.
from
Yeah, and I know a
Klansmen.
lot about their
Klansmen,
police.
right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, see, that's the thing. You 29.
Yeah, for sure.
I was old enough to know about the LAPD in a real way when niggas was rapping about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I seen Rodney King in real time,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
and-
No, I remember that. I remember that too.
but not as a baby.
When no,
You see what I'm
no, you
saying?
was
Like
grown up,
old
yeah.
enough to be
Yeah.
affected. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
No, but what year?
What are we
was?
supposed to do about this?
What year?
Like-
what year was Rodney King's
They
situation?
couldn't do shit. What year was
Is it
Rodney
just
King?
the Celtics though? Like you don't like other Boston teams, right? I just want to be clear for the people. That's all.
You got to make
I'm
you even more mad.
Like you
Red-
don't like the Patriots,
No, but I'm a Red Sox fan.
really?
No, I'm fucking with you. I just wanted to see something. I'm a Phillies fan.
Okay.
Yo,
All right. You're not so bad
you
then.
gotta
Yeah.
chill.
We can be
dude.
out.
92 was when the
Yeah, I was around. I remember seeing
when the
the
video
shit
was
on the
released.
news. Yeah,
Yeah, it was in April, end of April, beginning of May.
I got a photographic memory. Like if I see something, I
But
can remember.
mind
it in my
you,
head.
riots was 5 days.
Right? I know.
He was burning shit down.
Niggas don't even
was
think
tweaking.
about that. Like
They
we
was
seen
tweaking.
the city burning
The
down
Watts,
a couple
you
years
talking
ago.
about, right? The Watts, yeah.
Well, it was bigger than there was more than just Watts too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Snoop would tell you the story. He said, "Man, it started such and such, but the whole way on the way up, wasn't nothing burned. On the whole way back, everything was burning." He was like, "It was crazy, cuz." But yeah, let's get into
No, you said the weekend. Friday, pretty regular, man. You know, just putting everything together for Christmas and shit like that.
Santa Claus vibes.
I mean, yeah, you know.
That was today for me.
Oh, that's cool.
I was on the Santa Claus.
We got something for you to take with you too. Don't forget it.
I appreciate you. Yeah. Then Saturday.
Okay, grab it real quick.
So
please.
Boss
It's
Beneficial.
right behind him.
Okay.
Boss Beneficial was supposed to.
Shout out to Boss.
Boss.
He was supposed to battle Torch Gunner on
Shout out
Days to the
Torch.
Garden. That was supposed to be a Torch debut battle over there. So appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Oh, that's third.
So Boss, he had some type of situation where he was not able to be present. So I talked to the administration at the Battle League, and
My bad.
we figured out a way to make everything work. I mean, I ain't really had too much going on, so I was going to slide to the battle just to see what was going on. And long story short, it ended up being no other alternate op for Torch as well, like no one else. So I decided to let it go like an exhibition. Like he rap his shit for Boss, and I rap my shit for J. Krug, which was the battle prior to this card, which was on November 30th, where he backed out. So it was cool. It was good crowd participation. Torch came out with a lot of support. He probably had like 15 niggas on stage.
Yeah, Torch roll like that.
Yeah. But it's love because it's all Southwest niggas.
Yeah.
And guess where I'm from?
Shout out to Nah. When I first seen it,
Nah was instrumental in putting that together too.
when I first seen it on the gram, I'm like, why I look like Torch up there trying to body cash? I'm like, I missed something.
Yeah, I saw that and got
Yo, I was so
Yeah,
confused.
yeah.
And then I saw your clip
Yeah.
because I was tagged in it. So I read the caption and I'm like, oh, they did the.
Yeah,
All right, I
yeah.
get it. But nigga, at first I'm like, Torch up there trying to drown my man.
No, listen. Torch my man, but if he was just I ain't know him, he wouldn't even got that look like it's your first battle. Why would you get me? You know what I'm saying? Why I let that happen? I wouldn't let that happen. But let him battle Boss would have been thorough. But I just wanted he was enthused.
How did he do?
He did good. And he was enthused. He wanted to
Because I saw a clip.
Yeah, he did good. I think he would probably need to work on like scheming a little bit more. Just
Patterns.
Yeah, the patterns of how battle rap go. You know what I'm saying? I think he was good with being direct and to the point, like directly at the opponent or whatever the case may be. But
He got a good voice. He got good progression.
Yeah.
And I mean, projection and
then
aggression.
performance wise, I'm gonna tell you off camera, but performance wise, he's gonna learn. He's gonna start to do stuff better. We both agreed to not like do too much to each other. You know what I mean? But just because
Especially
it
since
wasn't
you're-
written for each
yeah.
other. You know what I'm saying? But I think he did good. He got good presence. He sound believable and all of that. So he gonna have a good.
I know he give all
I think
that.
I think he'll have a good interest to battle rap, and being as though me and him already connected, I think it would. Why not? Why not help him go ahead and get his shine for the night when I'm already 25 in? You know what I'm saying?
That's going to drop.
Yeah, it should. I mean, looking at based on how Dre and CeeLo move, I mean, who knows when it's gonna drop, but it's gonna drop.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
But I wanted to put my shit in the universe too. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all hear, what I was doing. Plus, just to warm up because I got some, so I think I got an uphill jump coming up. You know what I mean? Stay
J.
tuned. I'll
Krug
let y'all
was
know
the
what it
battle
is.
I was at that ain't happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But you got a free ticket at my next gate strong. So if you
See,
want,
that's the thing though, right? If I'm booked at the next one, do it roll over?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Like I need them to put my
That's
name
why I said
on
you got
the-
a free ticket at the
I need
next
my
gate
name on the board somewhere.
strong. On a flyer.
No,
Sammy
no,
get
no,
free.
No.
Nah, I'm playing.
You silly as
But yeah, then last night,
dog is kicking over the Christmas.
well, yesterday afternoon, I got a chance to slide out with my family, go to my uncle-in-law house. He has I don't know how many room house in fucking Havre de Grace.
That
Fucking
sounds like
beautiful.
a nice house. Nigga said, I don't know how many rooms. That's nice.
I don't know how many rooms in that joint.
I don't
ain't
give
gonna lie
a
to you.
fuck how many in there. It's nice.
Like, no, we watched Tank versus who was the guy he fought, man?
The last fight or he
No.
had a fight this week?
No, we watched Tank versus somebody at his crib.
Was
Ryan.
it Garcia.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, the old fight.
And yeah, we watched that at his crib in a movie theater though.
Yeah.
In his
No,
crib.
them theaters different, bro.
Yeah. So shout out to Uncle Buki and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was just at his crib chilling. Drinks was flowing. Everybody was eating, chilling. The kids running around having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And then we
all
came
my
back
Delaware and Maryland people that got them theaters, fight night, game day.
Yeah, facts.
That should be different.
It's different.
You be in there like, and the crazy thing is, everything down there, right? Bathroom down there, snacks over there, fridge over there. So like, you really don't come upstairs for 6 hours.
Bro,
you walk out of that joint like, where'd the sun go?
Listen, when you go in the house, and like go to like where the basement would be, it's a bar as soon as you get to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Then going forward, it's like a bathroom, another bedroom.
Yep.
To the right, he got the pool table.
Yep.
Another living room space. Then you got the shit crazy, man.
You just be in the dungeon.
It's very what's the word? Inspiring. So,
absolutely.
Shout out to success and all of that. But yeah, we had a good time with the family, and my lady got to see some of her aunts and people that she ain't seen in a while and shit like that. And it's all love. So yeah, we did that
and
for like a little Christmas party. Yeah, the babies. Everybody was on the baby. You know what I mean? Coda and her cousin was arguing on who got to hold him in a picture and all types of shit. But yeah, it was a good family event. Good little Christmas party before actually Christmas hit. So
fire.
You know what I mean? Now we back in the city.
Fire. Y'all got any traditions that y'all do around the holidays?
Well, my lady family, she like to do a Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. Normally when like her mom and her family is in the same city, but they not right now, like they in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So, but they normally like on Christmas Eve, we all get together and wear festive shit and, eat dinner.
Is it potluck style like or somebody specific prepares everything?
I think you could bring some if you want to, but mostly people already like have it prepared.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're doing it this year. So
all good.
We just gonna wake up whenever the kids wake up and go ahead and bust it open. You know what I mean?
Well, y'all creating a whole lot of new family traditions in your household now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a lot of stuff that y'all gonna start looking at. Like, oh shit, maybe daughters a little bit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's fly.
Facts. Yeah.
That's fly. So no, that's fire, man. Ain't nothing for you.
Nah, we just rip presents open like animals.
No, he was saying that we can recap though. Right?
I mean that too. You got anything that pop for you this weekend?
Man, I worked all weekend.
Yeah,
I was out in the cold. Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's all I really did.
You said you was in the cold?
Yeah.
You work outside?
Mm-hmm.
What you do?
Delivery.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All day.
Get to it. Mm-hmm. Get to it. I ain't mad at it. Get to $1. You can't stay fly without $1.
That's
no bullshit.
You can, but it's
bullshit.
bass backwards. No, I seen niggas do it.
Yeah.
Just create bigger bills.
That's
right.
Start getting shoplifting charges and shit. Anyway.
Hey, that was a wild twist.
I mean, just listen to somebody that know from not experience, from seeing a lot of other niggas experience.
Right.
I ain't never had a heart for that type shit. No. It wasn't never worth it to me. Where we going? Knockout party. What we doing?
You talking about Gilly shit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't.
I was there. You didn't see
I just
it?
Heard.
I knocked the ball up.
This nigga
lying. I was about to tell you, he the nigga. He the nigga in the
like, yo.
He the nigga in the parking lot that fucked everything up.
Nah, not me, not I.
What Gilly say?
Be on the ground getting bit by that dog.
What Gilly
like
say?
that.
You dusty motherfuckers that ain't had no tickets.
Yeah, Gilly was talking heavy.
Let's go, Kay.
All right, so on Friday was Gillian Waldo's knockout party, and we were all talking about it last week in anticipation.
I was excited. Best $20 I spent the last 2 years of my life. I'm just
the last one was right.
No, both of them. I had a ball.
Oh, right.
I had a ball.
So
$20. 20 fights.
A lot happened in this knockout fight.
Right.
They got through about 5 fights before all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
What was the hell?
We'll get into it.
So, unfortunately, it started out with what looked like a fight in the upper rafters.
Yeah, I remember that.
And those was females.
Nigga shit.
Yeah. And it did end up
the chicks
like
wouldn't
it
stop
expanded. Fighting. Some folks got involved. Some folks might have gotten kicked out. It did stop the fights at some point. But then we recovered from that. We thought everything was fine and we were moving forward until...
The lights came on.
Yes. And they said we're going to enter a technical intermission. Which is never good.
Can I say something real quick, Kay?
Go for it.
Do y'all know what Wilmington is like?
Yep.
It's a little Philly. Basically.
But they cops ain't.
Right. But then on top of that, you got 1,000 million, however many people, however many Philly motherfuckers already up there too. That's
no, Camden. Also,
Camden too.
Camden was there too.
Wow.
Trenton was there too.
That's wow.
Bro, it was
It's a lot of nigga shit going on.
Bro, I just was at a movie premiere in Cherry Hill, thrown by some North Philly niggas, bro. The takeover be real, bro.
Bro, when Philly goes somewhere, that shit swarm, bro.
But when it's niggas big enough to bring Jersey,
yeah,
man, it's stupid. But go ahead, Katt.
Yeah, go ahead, Katt. I just wanted to say that. Like,
no, is it?
The climate of those people is ridiculous.
You get one of those. I get probably 3 of them a show. So go ahead.
So then the next thing we hear is some rumblings that or even before the technical intermission starts, Gilly says something that, there's 1,000 people outside wanting to get in and they're sold out, like saying it as if it's a good thing almost. Like there's a bunch of people that wanted to get in that can't get in. But also somewhat ominously being like, yo, if you can't get in, we're full. Like, there's nobody else getting in. If you didn't get a ticket, you can't get in.
It's sold out. It's $20.
Right.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. And unfortunately, then the technical intermission happens and we slowly start to find out that a door was breached. And Gilly also says that people were shooting at the police. He quickly says everybody needs to get out. And everybody starts...
Everybody get the fuck out.
Yes.
He said, yo, we put on some dope shit for y'all.
Hold on.
Get the fuck out.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
You say why. Go ahead, Kay.
I just want to declare it.
I told him he get one. He doubled down immediately.
Kay said it like he was on some nice shit.
No. We getting back to Kay.
All right, go ahead.
So I was just trying to, water it down for the YouTube.
I get you.
He has not caught on to that at all. It's been months of this shit. He ain't figured it out yet.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kay.
So he kicked everybody out. And then the other announcer guy said, we need the fighters to stay, though, because he made it clear, like, the stream is not over. We're going to still try and continue this. So after about 20 to 30 minutes of, getting everybody out and figuring out the situation outside, is presumably, the show went on. And the rest of the fights did continue for the fighters that were able to stick around. So a lot of the big name fights did still happen. And there were some interesting results, to say the least. A couple of knockouts.
A shoulder displacement.
Yes.
That shit ain't funny. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
I had that shit happen to me.
But it happened so fast and so off camera. It was weird.
So later we'll get into the fights themselves, but let's just talk about the drama and the debacle first.
Yeah. How about that?
Go ahead, guys.
All right. So soon after everything was over, Gilly went live and broke down exactly what happened, and he was highly upset with the Wilmington Police Department. And he was challenging them, and he was calling them out of their name, and he was ranting. And his problem was, first, and this is me and Kay for sure, and I don't know about anybody else at this table, we event plan. We do things in association with the police and security, similar to this. Large capacity crowds, a lot of different moving parts, things that of that capacity we have to deal with, more so her than me, but I've had to deal with it too before I even met her. So when no matter, because there's a thing about how much he paid. No matter what you pay what they asked for, right? When it's a disturbance outside of my event, then that's what's happening in the parking lot, and that should be handled in the parking lot. To come to me and ask me to go to the parking lot and give a speech that's supposed to clear the crowd,
I heard
like I'm Martin Luther King or somebody, is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
you know what you have? You have a car with a microphone in it. You know what you could do? Say, yo, y'all got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or we gonna clear this out. And then you lock the first 3 people up and people start walking to their cars. It's not a hard fix.
Y'all the cops, bro.
It's not. And then when you say that the door was breached, they say the door was ripped off the hinges. It was broke, right?
The door to the venue?
You know how that happens?
How?
Failed maintenance.
Walk with me.
Somebody. All right,
Walk with me.
I'm going to walk. Yeah.
There was a fight in the stands.
Right.
There were people kicked out.
Right.
They have to walk them out of a door. If they walk out of that door, once that door is open and there's 500 people in front of the door, they're not letting the door close. I've been there before.
Yeah,
I've trampled security. I still feel bad about the time that the Fruit of Islam was the security. Like it get crazy sometimes.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? There was breakdowns that security and the cops was doing the whole time. They weren't doing their job. And then the way that he put it in the video was that in hindsight, he see what they was doing was actually a threat. Like, if you don't do something, we gonna do what we do.
Yeah.
And then we see videos of crowds of people getting maced crazily, which if you ever been around mace, it ain't nothing funny. It lasts hours, it lasts all night. It's crazy. And then at the same time, we see a video of a man getting his pants ripped off him by a dog.
Fuck his pants. His leg was in
the dog mouth.
Yeah.
And he's not resisting anything. He getting his ass ate.
Yo. No Diddy, bro.
You know that was for you. You know that was for you. You know that was for you.
That was bad for YouTube. That was just crazy.
No, but it was bad for you too. But no, that was ugly. And it's like that's why I said, just like they got a hood too, they cops ain't with a lot of that shit, man. They still play by old rules. And the thing is, they didn't know the procedure to go from clear this out to we gonna do some drastic shit.
Yeah.
They don't know the in between.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's weird. And if Gilly said some real shit, he said, man, I don't got a problem with cops. I work with the Philly cops all the time. He said, matter of fact, next year I need to have Philly cops versus Delaware cops and watch Philly cops whoop y'all ass.
Yo.
And he said if there was a Philly crowd, they would have dispersed that motherfucker immediately.
Yeah.
They'd have locked 2 motherfuckers up and everything would have been over. He said that. Now, I'll let y'all react to that and fill in anything I might have missed, but...
No, you ain't see it, right?
I ain't really see it.
Yeah, so my whole thing was, like, it just be like he said himself, if y'all ain't got tickets, why y'all rushing the door?
Well, what
Who y'all
happens...
think y'all is? Was it some, like, influencers or something like that?
Gilly is a rock star.
Right.
Meatball is a superstar.
Right.
Gilly and Wilder are rock stars. I mean,
Right.
Meatball is a superstar. Rocky is becoming a superstar in the moment. Those are 4 names that was in that building.
For sure.
In these
Wick
days
was
of
there too,
time
wasn't she?
of clout chasing, trying to get a selfie, trying to be on the scene, bro, it is crazy. I've been outside of Powerhouse where there was 1,000 people that ain't had tickets. I seen Neef and them man somebody down that tried to walk in with them that they could have let walk in with them. But we also know how they get. That might be the boy to fuck everything up. Not that he got to walk with you, but he might be associated with you when he do some dumb shit, right? So he did what he was supposed to do. I wound up getting in 5 minutes later without a ticket because somebody got knocked out in front of the door and the door popped open.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm telling you. Like,
Bingo.
motherfuckers be opportune. And the craziest thing about it is I was somebody that could have had a ticket. I wasn't going. I'm like, I ain't going this year. You know what I mean? I go every year. It's the same thing. And I don't feel like going shopping today. You know? I'm just being a grouch. And then you wind up in the hood and there's nobody outside. And everybody that you with is like, yo, you know where everybody at.
Right.
And it's like, well, I call my old head when we get down there. I get us in there.
Yeah.
And guess who I see as soon as I walk in there? My old head. And he give me tickets for the niggas that was stuck outside. Like, it was a thing, but that's how I got in that year. I snuck in.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was being an asshole. I didn't want to go.
Everybody was running that play, though.
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. This is that times a million. And the crazy thing is, the night that I'm talking about, it was Powerhouse, the night that they threw all the stuff at Jadakiss.
Oh, that's the same night that Mac slid up there and rapped and all that.
That's who we was at the door with.
Oh, shit. He was at the door with Beans?
With all of them. Nigga walking behind Neef like, yeah, my nigga. He was like, fall back, dog. No, fall back.
Yo.
Like, he did him like that. And me and
Yeah.
my niggas looked at each other like, well, that ain't the play. So, and then as soon as the door opened and somebody got rolled on the front of the door, all the security ran to the door. Somebody's coming out. And we grabbed the door and we slid in. And my cousin, silly ass, never be on point. He calling me, where y'all at? I'm like, nigga, it's 6 of us together. How you ain't see the run?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it happens. That's all I'm saying. Like with their profile, this is kind of expected, especially in Delaware, because honestly, what else is going on in Delaware? What percentage of them tickets were sold in Delaware?
A lot.
Not as many as you think.
You don't
Delaware
think so?
might have got 30 to 40% of them tickets.
It's a lot of Delaware niggas that super tapped in with the city and what goes on in the city.
And those niggas probably didn't get kicked out.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's something else we got to address, because even with the kicking out, there was a lot of people that stayed in there, and a lot of the people you seen was affiliated and was decent, and, you know, they ain't going nowhere. And then there was other regulars that just played their part.
Yeah.
And didn't rush out the building.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm heavy on. Especially
me too.
if you tell me they shooting outside,
shooting outside?
everybody get out now?
Yeah.
Nigga, what? I gotta tie my shoe. Like, what are you talking about? Run to the shots? I'm not the
y'all
police.
got no escort.
Y'all searched me to get in this motherfucker.
about,
You
get
want me
out.
to run towards the shots?
Yeah, get the fuck
That
out.
don't even make no sense, bro.
Yeah, for him to even say y'all shooting outside, y'all in here.
They shooting at the police. That means it sounds like it's a riot outside.
Somebody shooting at the police.
And
Somebody's
mind
gonna
you,
die.
let's clarify.
We all know.
They weren't shooting at the police.
No, somebody fucked up the wordplay.
They were
was
shouting at the police.
At the police. That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
But even that report of saying that to Gilly is like,
but this is
y'all
why
didn't want to do your job.
This is why I started this by saying, as somebody that has to organize shit, man. And we've had thin security before. I've been to events. I've been in clubs where I knew security, and them niggas was like, "Yo, we a little light tonight. Do me a favor and keep your eyes open." I'm not joking.
That's wild. I'm going home.
I am not joking. No, you know why you don't go home? One, because it has to be a comfortable enough setting for you to hear that in, right?
Yeah.
So that you already know, like, you might know the owner, the manager. We might know situation, right? Two, these the same motherfuckers. I can say, all right, well, I left my shit in the car. Go get it for me.
Bro. Listen.
Back when I was young and wild.
That video.
But I've been there before.
I've been there before. That venue, that Gates venue they just popped up with.
Yeah.
Shit was
Crazy.
Crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It was cool. Like, they had kerosene heaters in that joint.
All right, let's not get too far off.
Like, that shit was kind of crazy.
Because we still got to talk about the fights. But I wanted to clarify that we wanted to clarify the mayhem around the fight. Because the show went on, and one of the fights I wanted to see the most didn't even happen.
Which one?
Rizzy Wreckbox and Madam Vane boyfriend.
Star
baby
Dad.
dad. Star Dad.
That didn't happen.
That's
That's
the one that
crazy.
was showing Bull, like the girl on the phone. Or some
No,
shit?
no, that was Stiz.
Stiz.
Rizzy Wreckbox is the comedian boy that was going up against a nigga that's kind of unknown to most people, but his lady is actually one of my co-hosts that I be having a lot of the time. And he a thorough boy, cool boy. And I just thought it was going to be a good fight because they was going a little crazy on each other in the prelim.
Everybody was going crazy, man. This shit is content. It's a big old
No,
content
but
party.
what's funny about it is the people that look serious in the face-offs was serious during the fights. But we about to get into that.
No, you know the best fight I saw?
Did you watch the face-offs?
No.
See, so you don't know.
I watched some of them, but I ain't watch all of them.
And they had 2 sets of face-offs.
I seen them all on YouTube, but I just didn't watch them. But the best fight I probably seen, the best 2 fights I seen was the bull Raw Cuts and the other dude, I forget his name, he had dreads, light skinned bull.
Hold on, can we go through the card?
But go ahead, yeah.
Because he want to tell us who boxed the best. Can we talk about the card, Katt?
I mean,
Sure, I'm ready.
The
Yo,
best
he can't
fight.
talk about fighting if you don't know how to box.
That's a fact.
And it's like, this wasn't that. This is niggas
No,
just
I'm not
rumbling
saying
for
that.
a minute
I'm
at
not
a time.
saying I can't talk about it, but at the same time, anything we doing, like bloopers sports, is
But
crazy.
you know,
to me.
we gonna get to that fight.
like.
And then you
All
can
right, so
say
would you watch a bloopers basketball game? Like,
yes.
Okay.
I watch celebrity basketball every year.
Shit,
No.
I watch
What
the
are we talking
NBA. I watch a bunch of niggas that get paid $100 million and be like, why y'all act like y'all don't remember what fundamentals is?
Yeah, but they the best motherfuckers in the.
Am I
in the-
lying,
They
bro?
still the best
It be
motherfuckers
times
in the
when
world.
it be weird shit going on the court. You be like, that's just basketball. You You forgot how to play basketball.
They still the best people in the world. You don't want to watch. You don't want to watch some people that cannot.
No, I do.
Nothing like near.
Half of my Instagram feed is them kind of highlights.
It's great.
It's
All right,
amazing.
let's get into this.
It's like watching cats fall from ceilings and land on their feet. It's amazing.
Let's get into this. So, the first names on the card that I see are Cameron Keys versus Nasir Little Nah 215 Myers. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that fight. It might not have happened.
I don't think that fight happened.
Yeah.
So the next one definitely happened. Selena Chico Keyes and Talia Fry.
That was the chick with the Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the little young John that she could rumble.
Yeah.
I like her. She could box.
She was getting socked.
She could box though. You could tell she young with it.
Charging and getting punched on.
She got to learn, but she wasn't backing down.
She wasn't backing down, but she was. She
wasn't backing.
Fucking
But
socked.
what? All right, she sounds like she Latin, right?
Yeah.
What do they do? They run into punches and
fight.
keep punching.
No,
them
bro.
motherfuckers,
It
bro.
was bad, bro.
Them niggas ain't
I
never
wish we
been
could
Floyd.
show the highlights. Okay?
Well, Floyd is rough.
Can we
I
show
can't
the
say
highlights?
I don't have them up.
I'm trying to find something.
He looking for the fights right now. He funny as shit.
Bro, she was getting socked. She was bringing the fight.
No, I like her though.
I like it too. I like her.
I like
energy.
her.
Mhm.
I like her.
But she ended up winning the fight, I think, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I like her. It was a fun fight though.
Mm-hmm.
Like she kept it interesting. To me.
Niggas not even wearing boxing shoes. Of course.
No, niggas.
Dude lost his shoes.
Meatball had on Pradas.
Boy had on some goofy ass.
What's her name had on
Yeezy
Asics?
type looking Jones.
Yeah, like some Yeezys. You want to roll your ankle, bro?
But let's go, Kay.
The next one on the card is Antonio Killatone Berry and Kareem.
I'm sorry,
Killatone, a battle rapper.
Tone, you
King
beat me in the battle, right?
GB.
But don't ever put no gloves on with me.
Oh, that's what we doing?
Bro, I would.
Hold on.
That's how it starts.
Bro, I'm
Hold up.
I'm just saying.
You know they gonna do this again next year, right?
I don't want to do it unless. Listen, I'm not I'm not that guy. Like unless it was a real problem, and I wanted to settle something with someone professionally, I wouldn't want to do that at all.
You wouldn't do it for charity?
No, bro, because I'm a fuck
Maybe
somebody
I do
up,
it for
bro.
charity. Now my employer or my employee.
Niggas still gotta wake up, bro.
I understand. Bite
And
your,
they ain't even
bite
got
your
no-
gloves like Mike
No.
did.
I ain't doing that. These joints coming. Niggas don't even know how to throw punches, bro. Niggas was ducking the taco, closing the eyes, swinging.
Okay,
and
what
shit.
I say that whole fight?
That shit had me. Yo,
Okay, what I say that whole fight?
That shit had me upset.
He kept ducking, like he kept swinging blind. And the crazy thing is, in the streets, sometimes that worked. Like a nigga catch a nigga with the blind.
Not on my block.
The power exactly. If a nigga know how to sidestep something
It's
or step
over for
backwards,
you. Oh my
or
God.
just take the hit.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna knock me out with it unless I let you catch me slipping.
Yeah.
So it's like that technique sometimes works in the streets, but if a nigga has danced around a ring for 15 minutes before, and I'm talking about just in training, like literally felt the ring out before, you're not gonna get that off. Just keep doing that all fight.
Just really tucking.
Cause I know where I could move to.
Right.
I know I can turn the corner.
Yeah.
You gonna run into the ropes.
Oh my God.
You don't even know the ropes right there.
Bro, that shit was horrible, bro.
It was a bad jaw for
It
him.
was bad.
He lost that,
And he
right?
won. No, he won.
He won? Oh.
I think he knocked the bull down and he started jumping up and down and shit.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of these knockouts was like
Fluke Jones.
attested to bad footwork.
But it's like
like
pool.
this, Joe? Oh, because I don't think.
No, that was a good joint.
That was a good
This
joint.
was a sharp right.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that joint?
He plugged in.
But it was
that
like
was a sharp right.
But amateur boxing is like pool. As long as you win, it
Yeah.
don't matter that
Yeah.
I scraped on an 8 ball.
Yeah.
If you had 7 balls on the table,
No, I
you
get
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like
get
it
it.
don't fucking matter.
Now it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
That's why pool is so crazy.
But it was just like, and I want to know, damn, like, Tone, why did you fight the bull? Did y'all have a real problem, or you just wanted to do that? I don't know. Like,
I think they put up that they needed people to fight and he volunteered, and I believe he was with fighting whoever. I think he was one of them. I think
nah,
so.
it's a weight class thing too.
Yeah, but I mean they probably matched them up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They probably matched them up. They probably said, "We got another nigga." That's the
Shout
same
out
shit.
to Gilly, because I know Gilly had something to do with like the matchups and shit.
Yeah.
Cause Gilly like trained his kids in
No,
boxing.
Gilly big on the fighting thing, and you
Yeah.
know Wallow probably could care less about anything but promoting it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not trying to disrespect. Wallow does a lot of shit. So there's like, this is your pet project, I got you, type of thing.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Tone for the win, but bro, you gotta go get
No,
in the gym.
Tone
Go get
was
in the gym,
throwing-
and throw some punches.
Tone was throwing little brother Jones, cuz.
Yeah,
like
he-
haymaker Jones with his
Yeah.
head down.
Yeah.
Like when your little brother,
Shit
when
that
you,
ain't even turned. You know
like
how
the
you-
joint when you grab
you
your little
turn your
brother,
punch?
just slam him on the bed, on the bunk bed, like yo, cut it out, yo.
He throwing knees, Johns, and shit, pound drinks. I'm like, yo.
Yo, he definitely threw the Thor joint. He was throwing punches. I forgot that.
Overhand.
Overhand
like,
Thor
niggas
joint.
is-
Like not no curve or nothing.
Listen,
like
I
you
don't
ain't
want
got
no
nothing
trouble.
on.
I'm just saying, like,
it was
we
ugly.
watched it. Like,
It was
everybody, you put yourself out there, and that's what it is. Like,
What happened after
don't
that?
be mad at me.
So next was Still Living versus the Crack Baby.
Yo, Still Living whooped his ass.
Didn't he?
He whooped his ass.
Yeah, the crack baby boy. Was
Yo,
on
they
some weird
was
shit.
so excited to keep saying the Crack Baby, especially the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious.
The other guys.
Mind you, shout out to the ring announcer. He was phenomenal all night.
No, shout out to the ring girls. It was some nice.
They was alright, but
some
they
nice
look like
desserts over there.
they look like they definitely called one agency and got all them bitches from the same agency. No, it did. It looked like, and I mean, who says call 5 agencies for 5 girls? I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you could tell that whoever recruits them has a type.
I mean, it was some nice cakes around. You know what I
It
mean?
was a couple good cakes out, and then it was some Oasis.
Yeah.
Couple Oasis.
Yeah.
Couple like, oh, her cheeks just hanging out the bottom, but there's a
Yeah.
long way to go before you get there.
Hey, yo.
You talking about the light skin joint?
The Slim John and yo, it was a couple of them. It was
Yeah.
a couple of them, but then it was one that thing was poking like, yo.
Yeah.
I said, do you see that shit?
The one with the ponytail.
I said, do
The
you
short
see that?
ponytail, like her hair wasn't done.
Man. Like, oh, she trying to win tonight.
Yo, so look, back to the fight shit, right?
Yeah,
Who was the next fight, bro?
exactly.
The next was Bashy Rez versus Seth Bunch. I think Seth Bunch was the cop dude.
Oh, the boy with the jersey on.
Yeah. With
He had the POW jersey on. Remember
Yeah.
the cop boy that was boxing
The
with
police
the
boxing
police
league.
boxing league jersey on, but it looked like a POW joint. He
I
had
might
all
have
the-
missed that
he had
and
all the little shits
lagging
on.
and all that shit.
He
that
knew
I
how to
was
box a
going
little bit though.
I went through
Did
some
he win?
lagging.
Yeah, the police guy won.
Yeah, he won.
Seth won.
Yeah, he won. He
I
won.
went through some lagging.
That was a decent fight too. You probably would have liked that one. They looked like
Yeah,
they knew
'cause
how to box.
They were boxing.
Yeah.
And he
I don't
looked
remember the
like,
police
but
boy.
he looked like a cop boxing boy. Like he
Yeah.
was a slim boy or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like if he was on the basketball team, the point guard. But like he looked like he be getting in the gym and working
Send
out.
me the highlight from that.
But
One.
like
I don't remember that joint.
none of the aggression part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cop
It's all
boxing.
sport. Like.
Yeah, like cop boxing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. And not to say that he didn't have a switch, but he kind of was like real contained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty consistent energy the whole way.
Because when you know what you're doing, it's like, I don't want to really hurt nobody type shit.
Yeah, and the amateurs need the anger just to be in there, and that's what get their ass whooped.
Yeah. Like, they don't even dig that you're not supposed to use anger
You
with
burning
boxing.
energy out already.
Yeah, like,
You already breathing too
you gotta
hard.
stay calm. Yeah.
Chill.
Stay calm. That's when you find your window to execute. Like,
But see, you only execute when you find spaces that identify with what you train for.
for
sure.
Right.
You got a boxing background?
Huh? No, I did karate though.
You from uptown, though. You know them
Yeah, I'm
niggas.
about to say I did a lot of rumble.
Boxing,
What you mean?
everybody.
What you saying? What you
Uptown
about to
niggas
say?
box.
We rumble a lot.
All right, I thought you was going somewhere with that.
I know.
Listen, man, Uptown been on me forever.
So the
I
next
forgot you from the
one,
town. That's why.
Yeah, man.
I was like, where he going with this?
Nah.
the next one is Gregory A. Hackett versus Simon One Punch Card.
That was
Shout
a
out to
good
my
fight.
guy, man. One punch.
No, shout out to Greg Hackett.
Friend of the show, man. Sipping with Sammy show.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Big supporter. We talked about having a boxing segment on here with One Punch. I'll talk to you about it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, One Punch. But go ahead. What you was about to say? Shout out to Greg. Why? Because he won?
No, because Greg is he's a boxing trainer. He's a coach.
Oh, he a coach.
Yeah, he trains. What's that boy that just had a fight in the city where you had the like the red, white, and blue shit on? I gotta pull it up, but he's a trainer.
Okay.
He be in the gym every day.
He ain't look like he ain't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
He look good.
No, he looked nice.
They
You know what I'm
old.
saying?
He look good.
He not that old. Greg like 37,
That's old.
38.
To not be a
One
fighter.
Punch is how old?
48.
48.
Yeah, and then on top of that, he bigger.
But the funny shit about One Punch, when One Punch came out there, when they announced him, the nigga was like this. And it was all stomach in front of him and his shoulders was back.
Yeah.
When that bell rung, the nigga went right into boxer mode. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's how it
shit.
be.
Like,
That's how I be trying to tell you when you be talking shit about me.
Hey, yo.
Why would you ever want to start out Homer Simpson, though? I'm going to put you in the bushes.
No, I'm saying that's what you be saying it look like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You be overdoing it.
Larry Holmes. Huh?
No, you ain't nothing like Larry Holmes.
No, I said you. Come out flabby like Larry Holmes.
Whatever. Ain't nothing
I'm
flabby
saying?
about me. Anyway. Anyway,
I'm just stretching.
But yeah, so
That's
that was a
cool.
good fight. The next one on here, I'm not sure that this happened. Mecha, the sniper, Trebet versus Steven Wilson. I don't remember that one.
I
do
don't
you?
remember that at all. We can keep
Okay.
going.
Tatiana Pritchett versus Cherish Hux. I don't remember that either.
Okay.
Next one was Femi Blanco versus Gio Globo.
What's crazy is I know both of them. Not like closely, but I've met and been around both of them. I think I interviewed Femi at one point, and Gio.
We definitely interviewed Gio.
Gio was up here before, and I believe she's supposed to come back, if I'm not mistaken. So this was one of them Jones where I was like, "This is interesting."
I don't think Gio was here. I think we might have zoomed her.
Zoomed her or something, but both of their interests were interested anyway to this fight. What's the name? Who came out first? Not Gio. What's the name came out first? Right.
Femi.
Femi came out and then did the twerk and a full split or some shit in the ring.
Yo, that's crazy. I ain't see that part.
She came out turning up, bro.
Cheeks out.
And Gio came out. She was turned. And how did the fight go, y'all?
That was the one with the
Femi
taller
won.
one, right? It was one of them that was taller than the other one, right?
It was the dark skinned girl versus the light brown skinned girl.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Femi won.
She was trying to keep her distance, but she didn't know how to like plan her jab and work around that shit. But yeah, the girl that was charging at her basically won the fight.
Yeah. I think that was one of the ones where it was like, if you do anything consistently, the judges got to go with you.
Yeah, for sure.
And that happens on these cards, but it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
They were still dancing and shit.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
All right. Next on here, Stanley Velocity James III versus Terrence Lewis. I don't remember that.
Do you remember Velocity from like his music shit? He was the guy that was saying "I Run Philly," the "I Run Philly" campaign guy.
That was him?
Yeah.
My man was the I Am Uptown boy. And the funny thing is, I knew it was a piggyback off the I Run Philly joint. And I told my man one day, I said, we know who I Am Uptown is. And when we find out who it is, we gonna laugh. And when we found out, it was a nigga that was both of our homie from high school. And we not together, like separately. Like we ain't know each other in high school. But we both knew this nigga from high school. And it was him and he a good Uptown nigga. Yeah. But it just be so funny when you find out who started that shit, bro. Because it don't be the...
Why she looking like that?
It don't be the people you think. Why you laughing? Because you know who started it?
No, because you just go so left all the time.
No. Because we ain't got that many topics. But no. That's crazy. Because who the fuck is Velocity? Like, that don't make no sense.
You don't remember he was saying he was with Brick Squad and Frenchie and all of them?
So he's a nigga.
Brick Squad.
Named Velocity.
Yeah.
He raps?
He was rapping at one point, yeah.
He was dope?
You gotta watch him.
So,
he was in the
did
streets.
this fight happen or not?
I don't know if he was in the streets or not.
I don't think that fight happened.
All right, we're
Did
moving
you see
on.
him fight?
No, I didn't see him fight.
All right, that
All
ain't
right,
happen.
we're moving on.
Yeah, like I seen the they flyer come up on the screen, then it switched to something else.
Okay.
It switched to I think Stiz fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of these next few didn't happen. Oh, this one did.
Because they had started to kick people out and then certain people left and picked their shit up and all that.
So, Bebo versus Mask Up Frito.
That was a good fight.
That happened.
Bebo was whooping boy ass, but the other dude was coming in there. He just was eating jabs and shit. Like some people just don't have timing.
Mm-hmm.
He just was coming in trying to bait the jab and then throw something.
Mm-hmm.
But Bebo was doing
He was
shit
going
to
by the sometimes you gotta take one to give one, John, but
Yeah.
you gotta. That's still a rhythm.
Yeah.
It's still a rhythm to
You
that.
gotta throw a movement off or something. You know what I'm saying? A feint or something. A charge, anything. But Bebo was boxing. He made Bebo look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
I ain't gonna hold you.
You ain't lying.
And Bebo started doing dance moves on him
Yep,
and shit.
yep.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
He kind of started out like that though.
Wasn't Bebo a fucking comedian from the city, right?
I don't know.
Or maybe he just looked
My
like the other
memory
dude that was a
horrible,
comedian.
bro. You know how many people I talked to right here?
Yeah.
My memory horrible.
Next fight was Stiz versus WP Row.
Now, first of all, we gotta talk about they face off. They face off was crazy.
Stiz body both of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He did that both times.
When he said the shit about he walking out with his baby mom and all that.
Yeah, that was the first face off. Then the second face off, he told him, "Yo, pull your phone out, type this number, and tell me this name don't pop up." And them niggas walk right over like, bro, that was so funny because it's like to know Stiz, and I don't know Stiz personally, but just like I've been around Stiz and I've been following him for a while. You know he's not about to do some shit and be like, "Oh, y'all thought I was gonna pull this bitch." No, he's serious.
Yeah.
And the thing that the gag was, he said, "I just was with her last night."
Damn.
And her name came up. And he said, "Don't make me FaceTime her." But, like, I mean, you know, Bull reaction was kind of like player, though.
That's kind of crazy to have.
His reaction was kind of player because he was like, "That's not my bitch." That's possible. Because it didn't
just because
seem...
she a baby mom don't mean she a bitch.
It didn't seem him enrage him.
Yeah, right.
He didn't seem embarrassed like he was trying to cover it up.
Yeah, like...
You know how niggas be trying to hold it down? It ain't like he's holding it down.
Nah, listen. Baby mom things is like very... It's ironic. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you some stories.
Well, the baby mom... Well, shit, who you talking? Well, the baby mom joint was the first joint. But what I'm talking about with the chick in his phone and he saying that shit bitch and him selling him like, well, she just a bitch. She not my bitch.
Right.
It's like, that's pretty reasonable.
No, that's player. Like,
yeah, I ain't mad at you
I'm
for
supposed
that.
to be mad for her.
But it made me so excited about the fight. Because I'm like, Stiz keep pushing these buttons. Homie done did 50 extra push-ups every day this week for you, Stiz. He not
and
trying
it
to
showed, though, because the thing about the tall guys is a lot of tall guys is good. They agile. They can keep you away from them. But they're a little light in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a little collision. They came out through a couple little
I'm 6'1". Stop looking at me like that. I ain't that tall.
I felt the way too.
You ain't like that, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I was letting him speak,
Don't look at me
I
like
ain't-
that.
I
yo.
wasn't doing that, but if
Don't
y'all
look like
niggas
that.
want to put some gloves on or something.
Thank
you,
you,
know
Lord.
some headgear or some shit. We can do whatever y'all want to do. But anyway,
Not right before Christmas.
huh?
Better not right before Christmas.
Man, listen.
Both of the 6'1" niggas was like, "What, nigga?"
I'm not that far from y'all, man. Damn.
Oh, okay.
Y'all be acting like I'm 4'7". Talk about niggas that's 6'1". Y'all got a few
But-
inches on me, like no diddy.
No. Okay.
But anyway, look. So they got a little collision off, and Cuz fell out of nowhere. Like they just bumped each other. It wasn't even like no real punches. It wasn't no crazy like exchange. It was just like a. And then he just went back.
Flew
You know what I'm
back. He
saying?
flew back.
When he went back, he tried to grab the rope, and that's how. My bad.
Threw his whole thing on.
Yeah, that's how that happened. So
You want some grunt shit.
I know personally. I'm sorry, I was acting out my movie and shit. But personally, I've had that same shit happen to me. I broke my collarbone when I was 16 riding a bike before I ran into a car and shit. Wild shit. But when you break that bone, it's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Now, being
Because
as
it's
though
lightly mended.
being as though I'm 5'8", 5'9", if I'm a come in, I'm gonna shoot my shit low.
How many inches is that?
I'm gonna shoot my jab a little lower. You know what I'm saying? I might shoot it in your chest. You know what I'm saying? And then come up with the uppercut. But
If you hyperextend.
yeah, if you hyperextend and something get up
Or
under
somebody
that,
catch you.
yeah, it's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? And once that happens, I don't know about nobody 175. I'm like 240, 250. So when that shit happens to me, like that
He's
shit
tackling
hurts.
you. He's gonna tackle you.
No, I'm saying that shit hurts. Like you got weight. It's weight on your bone and it's not in the right place. But I don't know how it would, how much, endurance he has of that uncomfortability. But after 10, 15, 20 minutes, that shit ain't come back out, you not fighting no more, cuz. It's over.
But that's why people that really know how to, one, defend themselves or to how to fight, they hit you where it matters at.
Yeah.
They hit you places where, look, if you ain't breathing, you ain't swinging.
Yeah.
If your arm broke, you grabbing it with the other arm. Like, it's just common sense, like, regular.
No, it's not common sense. That's
but like,
warfare type
but like,
sense.
yeah, like shit that you just be like, well, yeah, if that happened to...
common sense to
No,
be
but if somebody told you that happened to them, you be like, yeah, that would happen to me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You seen the football player yesterday fall on the ball, got the wind knocked out of him. It looked like he was injured for a minute. That nigga got his breath back and popped up and jumped on and ran on the field.
No, for sure.
But, like, for that moment, you're indisposed,
No,
bro.
Yeah. So that's when
You are at my mercy.
Yeah, that's when fighting is about knowledge as well. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I know you be saying it all the time. I know that's your thing. When we talking about fighting and shit, you be like, I know where to hit the motherfucker.
I told you, I took karate.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird, bro.
But go ahead, next fight.
Yeah, because
So-
I always mix both.
Next one was Walk 'em Down versus Old Head.
That was a good rumble.
That was a good rumble.
Okay, give us your feedback on this one.
So I didn't know either of these two fighters going into it, but Old Head walked
Me
out
either, I
with
don't
Ness.
Yeah, old head from Southwest.
So I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started rumbling, and they both looked like they fought quite a few times before. And, you know, they were both, like, holding their ground, and I was surprised with the stamina
It
that
was
both
defense
of them
involved
showed.
too. It was a lot of
Lot
defense.
of
Lot of
defense in this
defense,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But both of them, like, I wasn't expecting them to be able to have any sort of stamina to last past a round, and they were still going in the second, like, at it.
That was a good jump.
So I was
Because they
impressed.
came out and met and never
Yeah,
stopped.
not at all.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that was a good jump.
I respect it. Like I said, good
That
rumble.
was three good boxing matches.
Yeah. So then we had Bike Life Rex versus Hood Rich Bike Life.
Can I do this?
Go ahead. For who? Rex?
Yeah.
Oh no, for the
well,
one that won?
for both
For
of them
both
in
of
the
them.
fight because
Yeah.
it was a solid fight. Right?
Yeah, it was solid.
It was a solid fight. But I'm somebody that I saw Rex on the highlight reels.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started seeing him in person. And I started seeing him around in different settings and things.
Mm-hmm.
Young boy is a rock star. He's a superstar in his own right, of his own generation, for one, right?
Yeah.
But he's very humble. He's very cool. He do the bike shit, the dancing shit. He kind of athletic. Who knew this nigga could box a little bit?
Yeah.
You look at him and he give you a little King Von, like he might got dark side of Karumba a little bit.
Yeah.
But like he could actually box a little bit. And one thing that people don't know about
Wait,
Rex,
who you talking about?
Bike Like Rex.
The one that be standing on the bikes and shit from Philly?
That's
Yeah.
him.
I thought the white guy name was Rex.
No, the
No,
white
white
guy
guy was
name
Hood
was
Life.
Hood Life.
Oh,
Rex is the one that be on the bike eating the food.
yeah, walking and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was on Bel Air.
But one thing people don't know, because I've been in them situations with him a handful of times, he's always giving back. He's always showing up for the community. He be at the community events. And at, like, you know, whatever y'all want me to do, I got y'all. You see what I'm saying? And I think that he don't get enough credit for that. And that's what I wanted to applaud, because we all got a nigga in the hood that's just super great at shit that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Don't even line up.
Yeah.
But like he really is a humble dude. He comes through, he smiles, he gives everybody time, and I really appreciate that about him. But we can get back to the fight, but I don't never want to overlook
No,
that.
no
'cause
doubt,
he's,
no
he's a
doubt.
young man, and this wasn't this year. This has been the last 3-4 years I've seen him in that light.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great shit.
Yeah.
Salute to him.
But go ahead, y'all get into the fight.
So go ahead, Cash.
No, you good.
Okay, you got it.
All right. So to me, the fight was looking like a good back and forth through the first round.
Yep.
I think that round, you know, it was, in my mind, it was debatable because I don't know how judging works, but I'm sure Cash would, you know,
a
award
better
points
scale, yeah.
different ways.
I mean,
but
I just thought they was out there throwing punches.
Yeah.
They seemed a little more sturdy on the feet than a lot of the ones before them.
Yeah.
But as far as their Judaism, I don't think that was really on point. But that's why the knockout happened.
right.
Because Rex was like, the thing about being light is you have power, you might not have a certain level of power, but you have enough power to throw punches and keep throwing them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the punch he caught the guy with. It was just like a setup, 1-2 hook joint.
Remember they used to
And it
say
was just
Floyd don't
one-
hit hard.
One boom sharp joint, and it hit him one chin the right way, put him right down. I mean, they say it only takes 7 pounds of pressure to knock somebody down.
And your chin, your temple,
so-
your nose,
Yeah,
non-negotiables.
yeah.
Right,
I think
right point, right
if
pressure.
Hood Life would have came in, and got a little. See, he ain't had too much head.
You don't have
movement.
no twitch in him.
Yeah, so
I was trying to explain twitch the other day,
Mhm.
but can you explain what the twitch is?
I mean,
being
Twitch
twitchy in sports.
is being like what, elusive,
Yeah, like-
being able to.
It's like
evade.
the difference between being fast and quick.
Yeah.
Right?
I get you. Yeah,
Would be the most relative because like
Timing.
everybody moves, everybody has a slip game.
Yeah.
but it's motherfuckers that just move a half an inch the right way
Yeah.
all the time.
yeah,
and that's in every sport.
for sure.
Yeah, like prime example, D Wade.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Not
yeah.
fast, but he's quick.
And he has that oh shit, he turned
Yeah.
the corner.
Right.
Fuck,
Yeah.
John Morant shit.
Like hit the sports mode real quick type shit. I
Yeah,
get you,
yeah.
But no, if he would have had a little more, elusiveness,
Yeah.
he might have, been able to evade some of that shit. Because Rex wasn't really like timing him and really like keep, being consistent with nothing. He was just throwing punches at him.
And he
You know what I
didn't
mean?
expect to knock him out with that joke.
Exactly. Yep.
You could tell by his reaction.
Yep. Exactly. So I mean, it was a good fight. They put on a good show.
Great
That
show.
might have been my favorite fight of the night.
I got a question off topic for you. So you big on fighting, obviously. Who your favorite MMA dude?
See, I don't watch MMA that much. I
Word.
got out of it because I didn't have the time to keep up with it. MMA kind of grew to a status that I couldn't keep up with after a while. It was too many people, so I only
got
knew
big.
who the best 2 or 3 people were, and I
Okay.
stopped watching it a little bit
word.
because I wasn't familiar with storylines and none of that. And it's not as big on storylines, but there's certain things
it
that's
just
happening,
close.
and I'm like, why y'all so excited about this one?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody jumps out the ring and beats up the crowd, and I'm like, oh shit, that was crazy. I didn't even know why that happened. And everybody knew the backstory.
Right.
So sometimes there are storylines, and when you're not that connected with something like MMA, it's like, I'll catch up later. But I see a lot of what's going on. I think it's headed towards being where it needs to be, like as far as them getting paid right.
Yeah.
Them getting paid right, them getting the respect as far as the numbers that they draw across the board, and start to treat that like that in marketing and endorsements.
True.
Like it's not just going to be the league getting endorsements or just the champion.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? But MMA is interesting to me. I love MMA
It is.
because it's crazy because we say styles make fights, and you got somebody that specializes in 3 completely different things
Yeah.
against somebody that's super great at 2.
You have
What's
to
about to
commend-
happen?
You have to commend that sport because
It's
it's
amazing.
so compiled. But I don't really per se like it myself
I went to
Why
see.
not?
because I don't relate to it.
I got a
I
little.
relate more to boxing.
I got a little cousin that do MMA. Him and his wife. His dad, his father-in-law actually trains MMA fighters locally, right? And I went to a workout, and I'm on the side. I'm just there. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not getting on the floor. And nobody's fighting. Everybody's on the floor tussling, right? Doing
grapples and shit.
doing floor work and grappling.
Yeah.
But it looked like a tussle to me at the time. This how early I've been on it though, because this was back when they was dating. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and he said, "No, out of the year we do 6 to 8 months of floor work." And he said 80% of street fights go to the floor in the first whatever seconds, and then what do you do?
Yeah, you're right.
And then little shit started popping up, and then I met a couple of them guys, and one of them made the news. Little skinny white guy beat up 3 people at a Wawa that was drunk and dressed him and waited for the cops. Like, bro, and I'm like, oh, so I was tapped in early.
No, that
so
shit is real. I get it.
it's like you start respecting the craft, and also like I said, I did karate, so that form of training is familiar to me.
No, I just said I respect
way
it.
less way less grappling and shit.
You
But,
gotta
know.
respect it for the compilation of it. You know what I'm saying?
But his wife will whoop every nigga on this set right now. And I mean,
on
like,
some grappling shit.
on some MMA. If it's MMA, if she could do what she get to do.
Right. But like if you just catch her with a
Because
mean
her
uppercut
dad a
before all
bull,
that
but
shit
he
is
got a
over.
daughter that's like his son. He got a daughter that learned all that. It's like Cobra Kai.
I ain't letting no girl grab me and get me on the ground and all that though.
She your size too. She will fuck you
I'm
up.
saying, but if I hit her with an uppercut from the waist up though, it's over.
I mean, the crazy thing is, just make sure you land it.
That's what I was saying.
Make sure you hit one of them spots.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
She can take a
I
punch.
get it.
No, I'm joking with you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna put that on no man.
You know,
but
I ain't swinging.
What
on
I'm saying
girls.
is though,
Like, come on, bro.
But what I'm saying is, one, my respect for it, and two, she's super nice. But I don't keep up with it nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool though.
But I don't want you to think like I don't care about it. I do. I respect it. I want them to win.
So,
And I'm talking about the fighters.
what fight last week we was just talking about?
We were just talking about Bike Life Rex.
Oh yeah. So
So
what was
next
next?
one is Two Fly versus Molly Cobain.
Oh
Yo.
man.
Molly smacked this nigga with a pillow at the joint.
Yo.
He talked crazy just like last year. But what's funny about Molly is that's really all he needs to do. Molly doesn't have to win the fight ever.
No.
Like he never had. He's the one person on this card that his job was done before he got in the ring.
Yeah, he's supposed to be funny,
He's supposed to be funny, bro.
but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Molly was getting his ass.
He got his ass whooped
He
last
did
year. The
not
bull
leave
told him
the
at the
corner.
No, but listen,
bull told him at the press conference, "I made you cry in front of your people last year. What are you talking about,
bro. And that's the crazy part.
This is a rematch."
I know Molly in real life. Me and Molly was locked up together, and I seen Molly fight on the streets. Like I seen Molly beating somebody's ass before.
But that's not boxing.
It's not.
That's why you gotta respect the sport, man. But Molly
Bro.
gets it. Molly know what he doing.
Yeah, but he was getting his ass whooped, and you
But
could
he
tell he
ain't-
was tired too.
But he ain't gonna get CTE from it. So
All
he
that
good.
shit all that shit he put on the gram and all that, running up the steps and shit at the center and all that, with funny ass.
They was skits.
Yeah, that's all. That was
It's
all
all
skit
skits.
work. Yeah,
It's all skits.
this is all
No,
promo.
I'm telling you, he attached his name.
Soon as the camera went off, that nigga like
He
yo, pass
attached
the
his
weed.
name to the biggest train in the city
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's
what you're supposed to
smart.
do. Yeah. I get it.
And he got enough heart to go in there and get punched on, knowing that he not built.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he knew. He knew them was skits he was filming. He knew he ain't put
Broski
that
was
work in.
punching on him,
Am I
bro.
tripping? Like he knew.
I felt
Like,
bad for him.
I think in Molly head it was like, this nigga ain't gonna knock me out though. I've been punched before. Like you said, you've been booked with him.
Yeah.
So he probably like, man, we got gloves on. I get my ass whooped, but I ain't gonna die.
He ain't
But
catch.
did you die?
He ain't catch Molly flush though. He never caught Molly flush like Molly had his head.
He was papping
But Molly was doing the same shit that Tone was doing, like ducking his taco and throwing punches.
Kay
and
said
shit.
it. Molly felt comfort in the corner somehow.
never
I never
did.
understood, bro. In no sport in America is the corner. I don't care if it's a basketball court. If you're in a corner, that's two more defenders.
I guess he was taking, you know.
Am I lying?
He was putting on the show. Hit me, motherfucker.
No corner is comfortable.
Like he had a hole out, and he went back in
The
the
nigga
corner.
was letting him out.
I didn't get it.
He
The
was
nigga was giving him the out. Like, yo, bro, you can go this way. All right,
Hey,
you want to go this way?
He is.
Like-
Listen, you know what's crazy? Molly doing the fight makes sense. He is Mr. Rumble Me
Rumble me
Dickhead.
dickhead. But that's what he said at the press conference. He said it once again. I'm rumbling a dickhead.
Yo, shout out to Molly. That's my fucking
Nah,
man.
Molly funny
and me
as
and
shit,
Molly got
man.
he was featured in one of my videos. The song is called Newsflash. Shout out to Molly.
Molly
That's
always
my
showed
guy.
me love. I fuck with Molly. Molly is
Matter of fact, I'm posting that shit in a couple hours.
Yeah, do that. Molly is a great personality for the city, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And on some real shit, you can learn a lot from him because one, this was a rematch. But like after all this shit is over, Molly don't go on no campaign like, oh, them niggas set me up. And like Molly get back to
no.
the business. He hosting
Yo,
the next event you
Nah,
show up at.
he just made a post on the gram where he was like, it was like his girl, his kids bossing him around. Like after I done lost,
Yeah,
the
like don't talk to
second
me
time
like that. You
on
know,
your-
whooped his ass.
Yeah.
Go get him.
He said, "Man, at this point, I think I should just be a host.
Yo, Molly's smart,
They ain't gonna
bro.
keep beating on me."
No, but the thing about it is whether that's true or not, because you know next year he might be like, "Fuck it, give me another Rumble Me Dickhead."
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he's playing into it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wilding out effect. You don't have to win every battle.
Not at
How
all.
to react to when you lose?
Mm-hmm.
If you react the way that when you lose that the audience identifies with, you'll still be on that stage.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Go ahead, Kay.
So next,
That's deep, right? I be going there sometimes. Sometimes I got some shit.
next was White Dolomite versus Just Wavy.
That was a good rumble.
Yo, shout
White
out to White
Dolomite
Dolomite, yo.
He was socking
We
the
saw
shit
him
out
last year though. He's way better now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Kay, remember?
Yes.
What did you think?
I thought he did great. He kicked ass.
Didn't he knock dude down?
Yes, he did, I think.
Yeah.
He knocked him down, yeah.
White Dolomite, big motherfucker, man. He big country
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, but last year I don't think he had no win.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And let me be clear, like, Just
want
Wavy,
No, I'm good.
Just Wavy wasn't no
You just be
slouch.
making them joints appear.
Like, it wasn't like,
This is what I do, man.
it wasn't like he wasn't fighting back.
No.
But White Dolomite was just very impressive.
I think this was a good matchup.
You using that, John?
I think that if we being fair, like it wasn't a walk down.
Right.
White Dolomite won convincingly, but it wasn't like he was up against somebody that you like, well, why the fuck? Oh shit! And if you judge White Dolomite's last year performance, like you got to realize he'd been on the platform before, right?
Yeah.
And he had the showing that he had. So if we lining up the match and this is the match, then it's like, all right, last year that might not have looked so convincing. You see what I'm saying? Same name. Same people. It might not have been so convincing, but it looked like he put the work in. And I respected that because if I feel like, I don't know, you know how sometimes you do something and it feels good to you and it becomes a lifestyle change a little bit. And whether you're trying to get professional and really do it or not, it's something that makes you healthier and better. I think White Dolomite is on that path because he strikes me as somebody that had a little, sketchy past.
That was very media trained of you.
Sketchy
Kay, am I
ass.
reaching?
No, not at all.
It's crazy.
You know what
Nah,
I mean?
feel
So
you.
I wish him all the best, and I'm glad that he always comes on and puts on a show and a gracious performance. Shout out White Dolomite. What did y'all think about the other guy, though? Did we say that already?
Yeah, we
I
already
don't
said that.
think-
All right,
I
then
don't
we
think he
good.
left a mark on me.
I think I skipped one of the battles that I skipped that I thought didn't happen was the guy that
One
fell
of the
out of his
matches.
shoes.
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
It might have been Juice
Versus who?
versus Raw Cut.
Yep.
No.
No.
Was
Raw
it-
Cut and Juice
Raw
was a
Cut and
great
Juice was a
rumble.
good fight. That
Okay.
wasn't that.
Was
it
it-
wasn't the shoe sneaker dude.
Was it DK and Money Rich?
No.
You just seen it. You just had it on your
Money
jump.
Rich was somebody else. I think.
Damn. Who paid? I gotta go to Gilly.
No, I think it was DK Money Rich.
Let me go to Gilly.
It might have been DK that.
DK is
Fell
the
out of
light skinned guy, right?
The comedian.
Was he a skinny light skinned dude?
No,
I don't remember.
DK come on. This
Let me
DK
see.
right here, ain't it? That's him. That's DK.
No, that was a good rumble. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good rumble. That
Alright.
wasn't.
I'm trying to find the actual video.
Hold on, let me see.
Is this him? Yeah,
No.
this them.
Yeah, that's them.
This them right here.
But
Hold on,
what you
nigga.
call? That's not the dude that came out the sneakers though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who came
Nah,
out the
I know who you was
sneakers?
talking about with them.
I know when I see his face.
Let me see. This dude right here. This nigga.
Yeah, yep. There you go, right there. That was what's the what you call it?
And y'all gotta bear with us. It ain't like these
Ain't
people are
insane,
professional boxers. We don't know everybody
Yeah.
off a
I don't even
name.
remember their names.
It's very hard to do that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Cuz had on some Walmart Yeezys.
Yeah, that shit ain't work.
He was fighting in the socks.
So the people that,
He was.
Shit crazy.
yeah, because the Yeezys came right off his feet twice.
It was the wall,
Yeah, we
the
can't
wall
confirm.
Yeezys.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Those
the
are
fight
Yeezys.
you talking about was okay.
I don't know.
Who is the boy?
All right, what's the next fight we know about?
The next one that I was gonna bring up was DK versus Money Rich.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Oh, here you go.
Now, what
Money
made-
Rich is the nigga from Newark. He was at he was hosting, co-hosting.
Oh, that was the one where one bull was from Newark and one bull was from Maryland or something. And
Yeah,
I was
he-
like, why is this on the card?
I think the bull with the,
Yo,
with the
Kay is
braids.
crazy.
The bull with the braids was, remember he was the bull from Newark. He was at Suge John hosting.
Yeah,
Remember?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
and DK was on last year's card.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good rumble.
I don't know if that was oh yeah. Yeah, he just was in bad shape. The other dude was in bad shape.
This dude.
Yeah,
Had
he
to
can't,
be.
and he was.
Had to-
Both of them punches are so.
Yeah,
That
he
was
burnt out.
That was a street fight with the gloves on.
He-
If you ask me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Bull burnt out. My man with the ponytail, that's Money Rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
He burnt out.
Mhm.
He ran out of juice, and DK was actually a little like
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't in great shape, but he was in shape for it. Like he had 3 minutes in him.
You could look like he looked like he fight niggas
He
outside.
like he had 5 minutes in him.
He looked like he get in
You
the
know what I'm
fights
saying?
on a
Yeah.
regular. Like.
Because what is it? Shoot the 5? He like he had the 5.
Yeah.
He like he had the nickel. Homie looked like he had a minute and a half of, I gotta get you the fuck out of here. And once that don't work, then we just gonna stay here.
And he was trying to throw some shit at him while he was falling down, too. You see him ran up on him.
Yeah.
He throwing it from under here.
No, but look, he kept doing that. He kept trying to throw power punches. After jumping back, he kept trying to lean back in with power punches and missing completely. And then he was throwing it with his opposite.
Yeah, his shit was
Do you know how much he was burning out?
Nasty.
He was doing more to himself than his opponent, but his opponent still was landing shit.
Yeah.
And that's where it get ugly.
It's all about spacing. You got to be close enough to hit and not get hit.
That's why the jab is a thing, because the jab regulates spacing.
Exactly.
So
Even a fake jab.
Yeah, a feint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
next we got Tafara Williams versus Rashida Rocky Henry.
Yo.
Shout out to Rocky.
Shout out Rocky.
That's the chick fee.
I'm a fan.
And she fought the chick
Not just
fee.
of the music.
Who's the chick Fee? What's your relationship with Fee?
I don't know her.
Oh.
That's what they call her.
Oh, the chick Fee. Now, you know what's funny about this? Just off of the intro of them two?
What?
Rocky came out Rocky and fighting for him. We knew that, right? But she had on some Asics, which was confusing. But she's Rocky.
Asics trainers, no less. Like, they weren't.
But she's Rocky, so she probably fought it when she used to fight in the last couple months. Because, you know, Asics been popping lately. So she might have been rumbling.
Had a
them
fight
lately.
yesterday. Man.
Yeah, so, but then the other chick came out. Remember in the press conference, Rocky kept talking about her low ass ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Look what she got on now. She got a fucking braid that go down to her fucking boots. So she came out with the longest fucking hair ever. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. You made sure your little ass pony, you proved you could buy some hair, huh? You remember? Because she said, I'm a trapper. And she was like, well, where'd the money go?
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, she was like, what is you selling the money?
He's selling the money. It's crazy.
She a rapper, though. That's what she do.
But she's a great rapper, actually. We talking about Rocky.
Yeah.
But, Kay.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. I know you was into this one.
I mean, this was probably one of the most anticipated fights for me. And I gotta be honest.
It was ass.
It wasn't great.
It was ass.
It wasn't
this nigga
great.
text me, Rocky can't fight. I said, you mean she can't box?
Well,
We know she can't
No,
box.
it wasn't even.
Whole city knows she can fight.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. You know, I don't care about.
It's
the
a difference
boxing
on being
for
able to scrap and can box. So
Yeah,
you're right.
But she
can't
grew
box.
up in a system that been locked up.
No,
Rocky,
she can fight. Yeah, she
Yeah.
can defend herself for
Yeah.
sure. But that boxing match was
Yeah, it wasn't about the
I hate
boxing
how
for
you
me
said that.
as much as they both stopped going at each other. Like, I think both of them had a trouble like turning it on because they're used to street fighting and they didn't have beef for real. So I think that they had trouble like turning it on. So it just wasn't really.
But ain't nobody tag nobody clean either.
But Rocky's strategy.
That's what I'm saying. Like none
That's
of them
the turn on.
None of them were really trying to.
You ever get hit?
Each other
You ever
for
get
real.
hit in a fight first, and it's like, okay, that's just what I needed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, see, there's
No, that's not happening to me.
no.
Well,
Kay doesn't do
talking to
that.
these
But
guys.
there's three things, right?
I was kind of turned to them.
The
I didn't
first
mean it
is
towards you.
the first is Rocky's strategy. From the first 20 seconds, you could see that Rocky's strategy was come at me and let me react. It was she kept calling Shorty towards her.
Yeah, like come on.
She kept and then
Yeah.
she would and then she kept saying, "Come on," right? You know what that's about.
Yeah.
So then that leads to what we're talking about, right? There's a time where you might get clocked and it wakes you up, and then there's fighters where they don't turn on till they get clocked,
Right.
and that's scary.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous. And I had a young boy, and he used to win all the time. Because, you know, in the hood, the stories ring. And he was in high school. We used to always know about what happened, whether playground or in the school or whatever. You heard about it. But the story every time was, boy was getting with him. And then he hit this nigga hard as shit, and you see this nigga eyes light up, and it was over. That happens. But like you say, when you don't have beef, real beef, you know what I mean? And all you got to do is hype each other off of is bitch, 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 bitch. and you're both waiting for somebody to bring you the fight to make you mad enough or to put you in a position to be able to do something that's really not strategic.
Basically.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Y'all take it from there.
Because I ain't see, like, I seen Rocky do, the best thing I seen Rocky do was shoot a jab. Because none of the other girls like that was fighting was doing it.
Was doing jabs.
She was shooting the jab and getting out. She'd shoot the jab a little bit and get out.
And then she would look at her and be like,
what you doing? Like, come on. Yeah. Because you could tell she wanted this, like, windmill or start throwing some crazy shit, but she couldn't because Shorty wouldn't really come towards her. You know what I'm saying?
and I ain't gonna lie, if she'd have got grabbed like some people got grabbed that night, I think Rocky would have slammed her. I think Rocky would have forgot they was boxing. I think she literally was trying to get into her comfort zone.
Yeah, it just never got
I think
there.
Rocky relied on the fact that she could fight.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody taught her footwork or anything. I mean, she might have had a couple sessions of that, but I mean, like, to an extensive level of, like, well, just bring the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fight a different kind of fight than you're used to, I guess, would be the thing, no?
Yes, a lot of people don't know how to be offensive but defensive at the same time when you're talking about boxing.
Boxing is it? Man, listen. Everybody got a plan so they get punched in their mouth is overstated. But at the same time, what I said earlier is you go into what you good at from what you know you worked on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's
And if you ain't
You
worked
can't-
on shit,
You can't exhibit what you ain't practiced, bottom line.
yeah, and how do you adjust?
Yeah.
How do you adjust if you only know what you know?
ain't got no plan.
So it's a lot, man.
What was the next one, okay?
Yeah.
Next one was
Wake up, nigga.
Rico
Who?
Havoc
Yeah,
versus
wake your voice up.
Okay, I'm chilling.
Nah, but
D4M
don't chill.
Sloan.
People watching in Australia right now.
I'm
It's
looking
daytime.
at you. I'm wide,
It's daytime in Australia.
eyes wide open, bro.
Speaking of people watching, shout out to It's Josie.
Josie,
First time chat.
what's up?
I don't know, but shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Josie.
All right. Rico
Sammy
Havoc
hating on my
versus
voice.
D4M Sloan. This
Yo.
was- Go ahead.
That was a good drawing, right? You don't think so?
I expected more out of Rico.
I did.
I expected more out of Rico, but I was excited about this fight, and I'm glad they did it.
Well, more sharpness, if you asking me. What do you think?
Sloan was a way better boxer than Rico.
Yeah, he was more poised.
Yeah,
I can see
and
that.
Rico was taken away from what Sloan actually, at some point, was trying to show until it got to the point where it was like, all right, you're not putting me in a position to box you for real, for real. So we just going to get these points.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was never like Rico never put himself in a position to get knocked out. But that's kind of part of it. You got 1 minute for 3 rounds.
Yeah, but you ain't supposed to.
No, but let's get in here.
Yeah.
So when Sloan was getting his moments, right after that, Rico would do this. Duck, wait, throw this. Back up. It was a lot of like indecisiveness. Like Rico never really exchanged with him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Sloan just was boxing him
Yeah.
at a certain point. First round different. You know, that's for all the fights.
Yeah.
But when you look second, third round,
Yeah.
it was like Sloan started looking around like, oh, all right. Mind you, Sloan pants ain't even fit.
yeah.
When he walked in the ring, he had to pull them bitches up. I'm like, how the fuck you got baggy denim boxing shorts on?
They wasn't denim.
I'm joking, but no, they was actually like rhinestones and
say
shit.
there
They
was
was
You
that
know
diamonds
everybody
on.
wanted to have some fly shit on, though. Come
No,
on.
his jacket was. We could have wore that shit to the club.
Yeah.
It'd have been sagging. You're not supposed to box in your club shit. He could have wore that to the weigh-in.
Yo, you crazy.
That nigga was boxing in some shorts he had to pull up all the time. Like, what's the first thing a nigga do when he about to fight?
Pull his pants up.
When you a boxer, you try to prevent that.
Yeah, right. As you should. And then the niggas had the little diaper thing on too.
Yeah.
So it's like, how that shit sagging through that? Like,
It was a lot going on, man.
crazy.
But shout out to them because it was a good fight. It was a decent fight. And Sloan won.
They both look athletic. They both look sharper than a lot of other fights.
They both looked in shape. They look like they both took their
It's
shape,
not. I
their
mean,
health, and their
both of these niggas is like
training.
25 years old.
No, but at the same
younger.
time, we've actually known them. Like, you know, what's his name was a Dollar Boy.
Yeah.
We seen him grow into becoming a man and a star.
Yeah, 11 Southwest representative.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's good to see that they giving their energy to dope shit, and it was a good fight, man. And they taking themselves seriously as far as, like I say, they upkeep. They could get the 40 and still be out here shitting on niggas if they doing the right thing.
For sure.
It means something. It means something. K says I'm long-winded. Keep your head behind the monitor, by the way.
Damn.
Yo, that was so out of nowhere.
That was crazy.
That was like 7 fights ago.
It's all right.
All right.
I don't forget nothing. Elephant.
And our last fight of the night, we had Kathrinka,
No, you skipping
Beeman, and Meeple.
we ain't talk about the bull raw cut and juice fight.
Oh.
Yeah, we skipped that somewhere.
That was
Raw
a good
cut
fight.
and Juice.
That was a crazy fight.
Introduce it. Talk
Go
about
ahead.
it.
All right, so
We mentioned it. We just
They
didn't
both-
talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You
they
right.
both had a fight
It wasn't you.
last year. It was a rematch.
Yeah,
And it was good.
yeah.
It was like a boxing. I could have been on the undercard of a real professional fight.
Only reason I won't give him that is because of the time.
The time,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's-
yeah,
If it's
but none of them look gassed.
yeah,
Neither one of them look
it's 6
gassed.
3-minute rounds.
Okay, I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they didn't look
Whole
gassed in
nother
them
fight.
three.
No,
I
they
think-
look good for three 1-minute
Yeah,
rounds.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but the guy raw cut was real. He had the twitch, like you said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was tipping. You know what I'm saying? Juice was, trying to find his way, but dude was just a little turned on, like from the rip. Like, you ever see somebody just go straight to work and just work? You know what I'm saying? That's how he was
And
getting
not
off.
run out of gas.
Yeah, he was getting off. That was a good job. I think Raw Cut was probably the best boxer we seen that night.
I think was it DK? There's somebody else that was debatable. But I'm not mad at Raw Cut.
DK was not the boy.
Then it wasn't DK. I gotta look at it. And mind you, I plan on watching this shit again. Because
Go watch it again.
I only watched it once. And mind you, I watched a few fights the day after. I was wasted. By
So it stay on there?
Hmm?
It stay on the site?
Paid for it. Hopefully I can on demand it.
All right. I'm just saying, I ain't know. I thought streams
Check.
was. I'll check.
Check. In battle rap, you can on demand shit too.
Yeah, I know a battle rap.
So I'm
These are
thinking-
all different
But
entities.
this is a new platform.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But we'll figure it out. But I plan on, and mind you, it might get released because the one from last year is on YouTube now.
Oh, okay.
So either way, I plan on watching it again. But I was wasted for a couple of these joints. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was a point where he texted me and I ain't texting back till the next day. And we was still watching this shit.
That's why.
We picked up the next day and was trying to find out where we cut off at. And I was like, we ain't watched this. And she was like, yes, we did. And I was like, oh, shit. So I just didn't reply to this nigga.
Yeah, he did that.
No, fuck Cash. Anyway, next fight.
Meatball versus Kath, whatever her name was.
Meatball never disappoints.
Yeah.
She never does.
Just as a person. I just saw her video with...
And she got a knockout.
You talking about that one situation? We don't talk about it. If I think you talking
You
about.
saying Meatball always never disappoints?
Are you talking about fighting?
I'm saying there was some speculation about her knockout.
Oh, like Shorty
Watch
took a
You
knock.
ain't hear
Mic
that?
is on the table.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You ain't hear nothing about that?
I'm listening.
People were saying that it just looked like a perfect landing. If you pay attention, Gilly jumped in the ring before she fought, and then that happened.
This sound like...
I'm just saying this is what the
This sound
They
like
talking
Monday morning
Yeah, but-
quarterbacking, and it sound like conspiracy shit.
Ain't
I
nobody
ain't doing all
signing
that.
up to get knocked out.
How you know that? How you know it ain't a
First of all, Shorty was clearly a clout chaser.
who?
The chick she was fighting.
Oh,
Shorty had no skill. She didn't even care about getting dropped, bro.
What you call it? A guy skill in boxing?
Who, Meatball?
Yeah.
No, but what I'm telling you is Meatball cares more about her name and fighting. Shorty didn't even have a name and came in there with her ass out and showed her name before the fight started and got knocked down twice with her ass out.
So you mean to tell me that somebody won't take a check to do that?
What I'm telling you is the moment was big enough for her to do that without a check.
Right.
She's not at the level where it requires a check for her to do that.
Not even that, right?
What did everybody on the chat
all right,
say? You flew in from Atlanta to get your ass whooped?
All right, so
yes.
Okay, yeah.
The bitch was partying for Meatball.
Also, I don't think Meatball's a good enough boxer that you can orchestrate a knockout.
She's definitely not.
She might catch you.
No.
She can catch you, but you can't
Anybody
orchestrate
can
it.
catch you. We just said that.
Yeah.
Why can't you orchestrate it?
Because there would be a flaw in it. There
Yeah.
would be a slow mo that said, "Yo, you see Shorty look at her glove and wait for it."
No, but then you just said it didn't matter. All she wanted was the clout just to beat her. So why would she give a fuck about women?
Because she's not connected to Meatball as far as we know in that
As far
way.
as we know.
But what I'm telling you
Just
is,
giving the devil's advocate shit. That's
well,
all.
no, you giving me the conspiracy theories that you've been checking in on, and that's cool
Yeah.
because if it's out there, it's out there. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, from what I saw, and I watched that soberly. No, because even if I saw it the night before, I watched it sober. The next day, nah, Meatball ain't that. And I keep it real. Last year, Meatball fought Shorty. I had Meatball losing. And not on no hating shit, but it was just like the energy Shorty was giving up. And I'm like, Meatball kind of like don't strike me as somebody that prepared as much as Shorty anger might have made her prepare. And Meatball whooped Shorty ass. I don't think she really cares about all of that extra shit. I think she go out there and be Meatball like she's been this whole time. She go to charge being Meatball. A crazy one. And then was on her porch soon as she got out and her mom trying to drag her in the crib and she still being Meatball to the news. Meatball don't know nothing but be Meatball, bro. She don't care about nothing. Ain't nothing. She told Zeus Network, I ain't coming. They said reunion. She said, I'm not coming. They said, you scared? She said, no, I'll fight 5 of them. Pay me more. And then everybody said it. Am I lying? It caused the trickle down effect. All them chicks said, oh no, me too.
She young and a trendsetter.
Like, she know how to get to a die. Them Scullies is going bonanzas, and she just donated a bunch of them motherfuckers. What's her name? The chick. Who? Saw.
Yeah.
You seen the Saw video?
Mm-hmm. That's 32.
And that was fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta dig it. Like, Meatball out here working, bro. She get to $1, and all she wear to appearances is a fucking $20 outfit. But she shopped in fucking King of Pressure every week. Y'all not even picking up what she putting down out here. Meatball don't give a fuck, man. She not taking no dives. What we doing next? Had to have a Meatball argument.
No, shout out to Meatball.
Was that the headliner, right?
Yeah.
All right, so where we at now?
We're done. That was it.
That's all the topics?
No, the card.
No, that was the whole card.
Yeah, JuJu and Paige.
You want to talk about JuJu and Paige?
Did you watch this?
I ain't see that one either. I ain't see none of it.
JuJu and Paige.
Y'all feeling
USC versus UConn women's college basketball.
Oh, right.
JuJu Watkins is the next Candace Parker.
She really is though. I know who she is though.
She that.
Yeah.
She's a sophomore.
And she's a sophomore at USC. And Paige Beckers is a freshman?
Senior.
Oh, she's a senior
Yeah.
at UConn.
She's the prospective number one draft pick for the WNBA this year.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I ain't gonna lie,
She's
Paige
fluid
is
as hell.
nice as fuck, yo.
She is
That
so
little white
fluid.
girl. And she kind of got that little bit of Caitlyn, like, where it's like sometimes she just playing and then sometimes she turn around and look at you and you see that dog in her face.
Yeah.
She got that killer in her. She got that serial killer
They
in her.
both do actually though.
Oh, yeah,
Juju's
JuJu.
just loud. Hers
Well,
is
see,
louder.
JuJu, I think JuJu contributes more to a team than Paige does. I think Paige gets off on being Paige. I think JuJu does everything.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But go ahead. Let's get into it.
I think that's also partially because JuJu's in a position right now where she has to do more, whereas Paige is on UConn, and she has other players on her team that are strong as hell. Speaking on strong.
But JuJu actually plays as a combo /3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Combo.
I'm not gonna hold
That's
you.
a combo guard /3.
You're right.
She don't feel like a female.
And she's
coach.
never a point guard, but she's sometimes a point guard. You see what I'm saying? Like
She don't feel like a female Kobe sometimes.
sometimes she do.
Yeah, I feel
JuJu give you that because of like the dog. She got hurt this game. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No, go ahead.
Get us into it. This game happened when and what was the setup? Was the because we skipped that part.
Okay. So, UConn versus USC happened this Saturday.
Yeah, I was excited.
And UConn was ranked number 4. USC was at 7.
Yep.
So UConn was slightly favored coming into this matchup, but both teams came into this matchup 10-1. And it proved to be a great game. Overall, USC definitely had less. They had like less names that you could rely on, but when they scored when it mattered, I would say. Whereas UConn never really got into. They had a very slow start. They got back into it, and then just weren't able to close it out.
So what happens is USC doesn't dominate, but pretty much dominates the first half.
Yeah, they're ahead by 10 for the majority of the first
They
half.
had the lead the entire first half though, right?
Yep.
So between 6 to 12 points on average, I guess, was how the first half was going as far as their lead, right? After halftime, I believe the end of the third was UConn's first lead of the game.
Yep.
Or was that the beginning of the fourth?
It was the beginning of the fourth.
Beginning of the fourth was UConn's first lead of the game.
Damn.
And then after that, it got crazy because at the beginning of the fourth, JuJu got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
JuJu, something happened with her knee, and she limped the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm watching this, and Paige started going nuts. Paige was going nuts in the third, and it carried over into the fourth. Right, Kay?
Yeah, Paige is one of those players where she's kind of like a maxi. Like, she facilitates for most of the first half, and then when she feels like she needs to carry the ball, she will dominate and take it right to the rim.
So she started going nuts. She shooting.
She dropped 22.
She going to the rack. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was going crazy in there. And what I noticed was part of the problem with JuJu, and this is why when you say reliable names on USC as opposed to UConn, because they got a good team, but and they got some good bigs, but UConn is just different.
Yeah.
By committee.
Yeah.
Right? But you see times where JuJu is injured and she's guarding Paige Beckers with a bad knee. And that doesn't make no sense. We should never switch to JuJu on Paige.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because we need JuJu on offense. It's hard enough, when your star picks up the star from the other team and still has to produce on offense and play the same amount of effort on defense.
Absolutely.
But when they're hurt, not injured, but hurt. Like, this is your will. This ain't your wrist. You know what I mean?
And USC did have some defensive dogs on their team, so I didn't understand why that matchup even happened.
UConn coach was smart enough to keep putting them in
Yep.
positions where JuJu kept winding up on her.
Yep.
If we really want to be honest about it. That's situational basketball.
What is it? Just rolling screens off the person?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's a lot of help defense, and then you wind up and you look, and then you know what I mean.
On the wrong person. Yeah.
It's what's going on. But what happens is, I'm seeing her on one end of the court trying to get her shot together and trying to figure out where she at with it, and on the other end of the court she has one of the strongest matchups. And then when she doesn't, she's in the mix, right? And she's putting herself in a position to get in foul trouble. It was crazy. But what was weird was they didn't call no fouls the whole game. If you watch this game, JuJu should have fouled out at halftime.
Oh, all right.
But she wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
She was getting whooped just as much as she. Like, when it got late in the game, there was times where they could have just bailed these motherfuckers out. And it was on both sides.
Word.
I see JuJu get away with 3 late. Am I lying, Kay?
Not at all.
But they prevailed and they won the game. But Paige Beckers is a dog, man. She hit this 1-3 and turned around and looked at fucking JuJu so crazy, bro.
Yo, that shit was nuts.
So, and she did it twice. But the one, it just reminded me of what's her name? From the Indiana Fever? Caitlin Clark.
With
It
Angel.
reminded me of a Caitlin moment when it's like, yo, she built for this shit and she take this shit personal.
Yep.
Cause I respect it. I don't see nothing out of that but energy.
Right.
So I love to see that. But this game was popping. And JuJu pulled it off and limped off the court. But she limped the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So salute to her because she's a dog, man.
She does.
And salute to her court. I wish I knew the power forward's name. Because she had a couple moments. The big black one with the braids.
Sarah Strong.
No, that was the other team.
She was on UConn. Oh, you're talking about Femi.
Yeah.
I don't remember her.
She had a
full name.
double last name.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, she was balling. But no, shout out to Sarah Strong on UConn. Sarah Strong was acting crazy. I texted you like 3 motherfuckers that was like, yo, they dangerous on UConn.
Yep.
And I wanted USC to win. But I seen the writing on the wall, like these 3 motherfuckers gonna make it rough for them. Even when they was up. It was like, no, they consistently keep clawing at y'all.
UConn's had a consistently great program for the last
20, 30 years for females.
Right.
I think
Long
the
time.
female
Last male team
female
we cared about had
basketball is
Khalid Al-Amin or somebody on it.
female basketball probably at its best time right now.
No, absolutely. And we about to get into another topic
Speaking
about that.
of,
Right? This is dope. You don't know about this. We've been talking about it, but you don't know the news.
so
Sabrina.
you know I gotta always bring it back to the Unrivaled League. If you haven't been paying attention, this is the new 3-on-3 women's basketball league that will be starting in January. That was started by Nafisa and Stewie. And all of the women who are involved in this first iteration have equity. Contracts. So their most recent final players have been announced. And today was the most recent announcement. So this is fresh off the presses.
Yeah, I didn't hear this shit.
Sabrina Ionescu
Let's go.
is going to be in the Unrivaled League.
Let's go.
And so is Cameron Brinks. Yes.
Cam healthy.
Yes. So
Nice.
all of the rosters have now been filled out. You can go check out the other player announcements as well, because there were a couple of others that we didn't report on. But again, this league will start on January 17th. It will be on TNT. And all of the games will be broadcast. So I'm very excited about this. I love the fact that Sabrina ended up signing on. I know that a lot of us were hopeful that the last slot was going to go to somebody like Caitlin Clark or Asia Wilson. But I think Sabrina is still that girl. So I'm all for this. I'm excited to see young talent like Cameron Brinks. I was sad that I didn't get to, see her this last season. Because of her injury, but now that she is getting back healthy, I'm super pumped to see what she does on a 3-on-3 setting, because she did win a FIBA 3-on-3 championship before.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind. All that to say, let's go. Very excited about this league. What do you guys think about these announcements?
I think it's fire, and I think of course, everybody was hoping Caitlin Clark attached her skill set and her likeness to this league, but I think it's fair enough for her to make sure she gets a break and recalibrates her life before she signs up for something else. We don't know what all she signed up for to this point. We know what we've seen her in. You know what I mean? And we don't know how she feels after that last season that came right after her college season. The WNBA starts right after the NCAA is over, right? So it's I think that I respect her not doing this first iteration of it is the first thing that I think about.
I think also with all the media scrutiny that she's been receiving, especially recently, I think she would be happy to take a back seat and not be the face of this league as well.
Yeah.
This league is really powerful and important, and especially for just women's basketball salaries in general. So I think that she might have also not wanted to taint some of that message by being that forefront person.
How about business? Let's talk about business, right?
Let's talk about business.
Because a lot of these people that are involved have, like you said, everybody has equity, and then you have the investors and the group and all the announcements that we made last week, right?
And the Miller Lite deal that just came out today.
Imagine negotiating with Caitlyn right now.
Heavy.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that she might need that they might not. It's not necessarily that they don't think she deserves or don't want to give it to her. They might not be in a position to provide yet. They might need to run through proof of concept a couple times to be able to acquire her at that capacity. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
But I think two things could be true. I think one, the young lady needs a break, regardless if that's for the reason that Kay gave or the reason that I gave. And I think that two, like sometimes, like, man, I am the biggest rising star in female sports right now. Right? Rising star. We can't sign up too early for too much. And we can't burn out and take away from the main thing. Because I'm able to support myself off of the main thing. This 3-on-3 league, part of the reason why it's so dope is because it gives an option for these young ladies not to go overseas to supplement for the main thing.
Right, because they need a supplement at this point, right?
They always did.
Yeah.
They always did. And what part of what made this on Fast Forward was that we had somebody locked up in Russia for a vape.
That's some bullshit.
You see what I'm saying? Because she was going to work. Because she was supplementing her WNBA salary. So, yeah, I think that I'm excited about all of it. I want to see the merch because I've been looking at some WNBA merch I want to grab. But I might grab some merch from them.
For real.
You know what I mean? On some real shit. And I got some shit. I got an Angel Reese hoodie.
Word?
Nice joint. Nice joint.
I was trying to get the Sabrinas, I ain't gonna lie to you, but
You know, screw that.
in men's sizes, they just disappeared. So.
Nah, they go crazy. They go
I
crazy.
thought I was gonna be the first.
Who's my favorite player? Oh, the best one-on-one player in the WNBA. What's her name?
Oh, Arike.
Arike.
Arike, nice.
I want some Arike work, man. Arike go crazy, bro.
You definitely nice.
I'm very excited to see Arike in the Unrivaled.
She gonna be in Unrivaled League,
Yep.
like
Oh, word.
in 3-on-3.
Yep.
She gonna be acting like Skip to Malou out
Yeah,
there or the
bro,
motherfucker. She gonna be going
Right,
crazy
bro.
out
And
there.
don't forget, part of the Unrivaled League includes
At
a
least Steph
one-on-one
Marbury.
That's
competition.
hard too, though. Like,
Yeah.
That's just Shea Under, though.
Yeah, she gonna be acting crazy. I can't wait, bro. Let's get into some battle rap talk.
What we got?
All right.
Cause they gotta go to the studio soon.
Speaking of battle rap, got another play coming up January.
Ooh. You ready?
January 25th. Trapman King
Nice.
on beat.
Oh, okay.
So me and him battled like 2 years ago on Gates of the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
He came with some shit, but me and him both agreed that I like kind of won the battle.
He ain't tell me that.
Want to call him?
No, but he ain't tell me that is all I said.
No,
All I
let's
said
call
was,
him.
I mean, he didn't tell me. All right, we'll call him
You
then.
want to call him?
Call him.
All right, whatever.
You ain't gonna threaten me with a good time. Act like I'm scared of some shit, man. They ain't gonna tell me another man said that he beat him. Like, when the last time a nigga
No
got
diddy.
to tell you, like, yo,
I said that I won the battle.
I rumbled this nigga and we agreed that I won. What?
I said I won the battle. I ain't say I beat him. No diddy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It just don't sound like it happened. I'm just saying, like, he ain't even answering you. He like,
Right. Well, how you gonna answer
like,
your opponent?
why I'm gonna answer the nigga I whoop? Go ahead and get your bars
That's a
right.
setup.
You gotta chill.
That's crazy. I hope he is. Bro.
No, I hope he answer the phone. You know we on camera. You gonna play that in his round. I hope
Yo.
he answer the phone.
Nah, but bro, go watch it. C-Cat, Trapman King versus C-Cash on Gates of the Garden.
I'm just picking with you,
I
but when you
win it,
say you
though.
gonna call a nigga
But-
call him.
We both locked in with some New
You
York,
don't know where I live.
some New York leagues. This would be a first time for me on this league called Cypher City out, and it's gonna be in Harlem.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, we back outside on some Philly shit outside. You know what I mean?
If
Outside
y'all
the
new to
city.
this, I just picked with my boy. I'm one of his biggest fans, but I'm not in the top 5, but I'm in there somewhere. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm floating.
But yeah, C-Cash versus Trapman King, man. In Harlem, man. January 25th, man.
All right, let's do it.
But
So
yeah,
let's go,
what
Kay.
we talking about? Battle rap.
Smack
Why?
versus Chef Trez.
Wow.
You're introducing this one.
They about to battle?
No, some weird shit going on, man.
What's going on?
There was a situation where, remember the Netflix situation? J2 and all them with the Netflix battles and all of that?
They had battles on Netflix?
Yeah, they was filming for Netflix, and it was in, I believe, Atlanta. And Trez bought his man, Chris, something with a P. Somebody that used to be a recruiter for URL that everybody know. But he had a situation where there was a battle that went on that Trez wasn't at, and somebody said something crazy about Trez, and homie spoke up for him. And the mayor boy from North Carolina that be throwing all the battles didn't like that. So when URL did their event with the homie, with the ball, there was a discrepancy where they said that it gets to the Netflix shit, right?
Yeah.
Pardon me. Gets to the Netflix shit, and it gets to a point where all day everybody's hanging out because it's a Netflix production, and the bull Chris is with Trez all day, and he always be with Trez, right? He's like his best friend, and they made them, according to Trez, they made them move their cars about 4 or 5 times, but everybody energy was still high. Everybody was acting like family, and then right before everything went down, they told Trez that Chris couldn't go on stage with him. And he's like, why? Like, why all of a sudden he been with us all day? He don't start no trouble. He don't never start no trouble. Y'all been kicking. Y'all know this nigga. And they was like, well, the mayor, whatever. I guess the budget said no. So Trez said, all right, I'm out. And he left. And he never said nothing publicly, right? And then another event pops up, and according to Trez and Chris, URL intervened and messed up a bag for Trez, right? So then they come back to Atlanta, and Trez is reaching out to Beasley and them and saying, yo, what's going on? I'm pulling up, but I want y'all to know I'm not on no shit. I just want to make sure we cool, right? He say he gets to the event, and Smack acts like he don't see him and breeze past him. He say he put Beasley in a situation where Beasley had to acknowledge him, and Beasley hit him with the, yo, we gonna talk. And then when the event was over, he caught Beasley on the exit. And Beasley hit him with the, yo, I'm going to call you. Right? So that barrels down to when everybody finds out about it is today or yesterday, right? What happens is Chef Trez versus Swamp was supposed to drop. And everybody was talking about, yo, your YouTube drop. And Trez put out a tweet that said, I don't give a fuck about that drop. Niggas got other shit to handle, and I'm worried about what drop on my page because he got a YouTube page now, right? So come to find out, they don't drop his battle. They drop Tay-Rock versus Swamp.
Yeah, I seen it.
And at the beginning of the drop, Smack is saying, I was going to drop another battle, you know what I'm saying, but I seen something on Twitter I ain't like, so I'm going to do this.
Oh, wow. Feelings.
So then Trez went live and then came forward with the story.
Right.
As, you know, according to him, which actually we know both entities because we know Trez is actually not a controversial dude.
Yeah.
He's not a nut, but that's why he's not controversial.
Yeah, I get
he
it.
doesn't blur the lines.
Yeah, I get
he don't like to play them kind of games, right? And so do you picking up what I'm putting down? As far as the situation stands?
For sure.
So Trez just put out his side of the story. And then even tonight when Froze and Bros went live, the boy Chris was in their chat helping explain like the in-between parts of it. That's why I know what I know. What do you think about like this and like just the business aspect of how they handle their people, bro?
I don't know, but it's starting
Because
to look
Trez
funny
is a super
now.
talent.
It's starting to look funny now.
Trez is a super talent.
No, for sure. Shout out to Trez. He battled Prezi.
And I don't want to put you in that position, but he dope.
No, for sure. I think it's, first of all, let's just state that, like,
because you do the business.
I don't think it's corny. I think it's corny to bar somebody out from a possible opportunity based on what they thought about, just their opinion or something.
But if I'm your man, and I was at an event and somebody said something, and I said, fuck out of here. And then the next time, as we always do, I show up to the event with you, and this is an event where we can't bring 10 niggas. It's me and you. These niggas that see me, Uncle Rod know who I am at this point. Knowledge know who I am at this point. I was a URL recruit in the past. And nobody can have a conversation until it's damn near showtime to say, I can't stand behind you and encourage you when everybody has an entourage.
Back to what you said, what I think, right?
Yeah.
It's starting to look funny now because not only did this shit happen with K-Shine, y'all got an issue with.
That K-Shine thing look ugly.
The Easy shit.
Looks disgusting.
And now Trez.
Well,
So
with
it's
Easy,
like,
we could kind of look at Easy and say, like, you did some things, but in hindsight, it's kind of like you might have had to. But it's blurry with Easy. But the other ones is actually crazy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Either way, it's just like you said, how is y'all handling? Because everybody speaks on the boss, right? Everybody speaks on the label. Smack will be the label to these battle rappers, which will be like the artists, right?
Right.
So there's always a problem with the label because they got to please everybody, right?
Right.
But it's different when, you know, the situations that's like,
the
okay,
boss
how
want
are
to be
you?
a nigga.
Yeah, like how are you?
The boss want to
handling
be
this
a
shit?
nigga, bro, because at the end of the day, and
Gotta
Froze,
be professional at the end of the
I
day.
thought this and Froze said it and Froze put it better than I could, bro. Sometimes when you the owner, you gotta let the players vent how the players vent.
For sure.
You don't have to address that shit directly. And what I'm talking about is the fact that you pulled something that you were scheduled to drop for whatever in your algorithm or whatever in your schedule and made that make sense to drop at a time because of a tweet from a nigga that really didn't cross you that much.
Right.
He didn't go crazy. He didn't crash out. He didn't put a line of tweets out. What he actually let the people know was I reached out to them for conversations and I haven't been reached back to. Right? And this started before the Netflix thing. So, being that it's Chef Trez, somebody that was URL, went to RBE, and actually came back to URL when he was on fire. And wind up on the back burner like they do most of their talent. If we want to be honest, right? They haven't put Chef Trez on the forefront. A lot of people don't even know he back over there. So for it to be funny shit, and it's like y'all playing with my homie, and he's not a problem. We seen Sue Surf tell niggas, max him out. Now stop. Backstage before.
Thanks.
And I know Netflix is different. But this is a nigga that's with me that never did that. And I never did that.
Nah, you said no, cause that's when the bull did that goofy shit at the joint where he stabbed
Yeah.
the bull and all that.
It was
like work
He
him.
said something weird to young man. He said work him.
Yeah.
He said work him. And then he said stop. And they said, what would you have said? What would happen if you said stop and they ain't stop? He said nobody bigger than the program. They already know their job.
That's some gang shit though. You know that.
Yeah.
You heard that? Bigger
But
than the program.
That's
That's
no.
gang shit.
What's crazy is when them cases come up, all that matters.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
power.
Yeah, I know.
That's power. You know
Right.
you can't control a wild crowd unless you a bull.
Yeah, it's a certain level of rank.
Everybody want to run around with 30, but what can you do with them? Right? But what do you like? Smack is wilding.
Yeah, he is wild.
It's like when he
And then he just had the situation where he was talking about he ain't letting niggas bootleg his shit no more, and he snatching shit off the site or something, some weird
all
shit.
of this comes on a hill of caffeine,
Yeah,
where he was
yeah.
saying, "Yo, I can't take that. I can't go for that. I ain't eating that." Remember he said that shit. And then what happens is now this next situation with Trez stems from a situation that happened with a mayor that is giving y'all a city's budget to throw events, a portion of it, which is not bad because he's trying to invest in black business in his way, right? Cool. It looks like you keep doing funny shit depending on where the bag is at while you're walking around looking like the bag.
That's clear as day, though.
Yeah.
That's clear as day.
And I think that's what makes it weird because sometimes you can see a nigga like Easy being problematic. Tell me why Chef Trez is a problem. We didn't know publicly y'all had a problem until yesterday.
You made it so.
Bro, it's always a problem.
Every other
though.
nigga, Tay-Rock would have went off on y'all 5 years ago
It's
before
always
that.
a problem when motherfuckers feel like they control. And that's how it is with these leagues. Like, it's like, but like, what you gonna do though? Like, you can't just pay niggas for not battling, right?
You
So-
can't want niggas to be exclusive to your league
That's
and
what I'm
not
saying.
get them plates all the time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And then you can't base your hierarchy off of bullshit when it comes to who get plates where. Now, fast forward. Debo and Vick go on a platform, right? They was on the Chinese homie name?
I don't be knowing all these battle rap bloggers. They be coming out the fucking
Debo
woodworks.
is Debo.
Who is that?
Debo is the nigga that be on the stage telling everybody back the fuck up during URL battles.
Oh,
that was part of Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring.
With the gray beard.
Vague is part of
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Queen
about.
of the Ring and all of that shit. Vague was at your battle in Marcy. He was there, the light skinned nigga with the little chick that was there that we actually got into it with on in the messages. Remember him?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah, him. So that fast forwards to them being on a platform, and the host asked them if RBE was a legacy league and stuff like that, and Debo went out his way to try to discredit everything about ARP's business motto, league, and all of that. And he was saying like, no, it's not a legacy league. They don't cultivate talent. One, that's wrong. Two, even if you say that's true, they get talent the same way y'all got talent. When y'all started out, y'all got talent from 5 different sources that were battle leagues. True or false?
True.
And you got your motto from a Philly nigga. Am I lying? It's called Too Raw from the Streets.
Bro, all these niggas are scouts.
So it's like,
what you call it as a scout?
What do you think about that though? Like niggas going so hard to try to discredit whatever ARP adds to the situation. He is one of the major leagues. If you talk top 5, you can't leave RBE out of it. I don't care. I don't care what your preference is.
It's URL. I think RBE would be second to URL.
King of the Dot is arguable.
Yeah, it's like between 2 and 3. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but as of late.
Yeah, but
King of the
Dot. King of the Dot's motto has always been different.
Yeah, but I mean,
they've never dropped battles on a schedule.
Yeah, but it's got to be visible too. It got to be relevant.
They international. Okay. Not that all of them ain't, but you see what I'm saying? Like, think about what they book.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because they the ones that are the ones that get a nigga to Canada that couldn't go to Canada.
This year, you gotta say the riot. You gotta say the riot this year been crazy.
Okay.
You talking about top Jones?
I'm not even getting into that. I'm talking about discrediting RBE.
No, I get it. Yeah, you can't discredit them though. No.
RBE always in the top 5.
Yeah, they in the top 5.
Especially for events in the last 2 years. When you talk about major events, and if the small event is the Blue Room. The Blue Room is a new staple. Yeah. People are trying to recreate the Blue Room.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Piss Style Battle Rap came back. Wow. Right? These ain't things that URL did to innovate the culture.
Right.
These are things that other innovated, and some are leagues that are number 15 on the list have brought some of this energy back.
I firmly believe that just because you was you led the race don't mean you always stay in first place. You know what I'm saying?
Especially not when you get to a point where you somebody that always shot down and you keep complaining now. You somebody that kept saying, I don't respond to nothing, but I gotta respond to this, and now you responding to more than ever. Yeah. Like, I think you showing your hand.
The boss don't argue. Like, you don't see the owner of the McDonald's arguing with the motherfucker on the drive-through window.
What I always say, bro, it's cool to be the plug, but the middleman is in a better position than the plug because he gets to deal with both. The plug never talks to the people under. So you don't even know the climate. You see what I'm saying? You know the readings, you don't know the climate. It's a different thing. I'm having conversations that keep me grounded to know like what the people need, to the fact that I don't wind up somebody that needs to be ousted. Right?
It's crazy.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So like it's a thing, but I don't like how Smack has been handling public business lately. I don't like what he's been speaking to. I think
Smack need to get on Suge next card or something.
And box somebody?
Yeah, him and Easy. That'd be crazy.
I think Smack needs Surf back, yo. And I think we've seen it by the way he been. I think we've been seeing it. Yeah, the culture does too. But I free the way. But I think we've been seeing it by how he been treating Tay-Rock.
Yeah, because that's weird.
It's been weird lately. Like it's like, yo, y'all just started doing this with Tay-Rock?
And why? And why him? Him of all people.
Well, Tay-Rock the most consistent nigga in battle rap history.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So why?
Well,
that's the problem. Why start now?
Yeah.
But come on, Kay, let's roll.
All right. I got one for y'all.
What's happening?
Travis Hunter's Hussie? Oh.
No, that's not where I was going.
Okay, let's go where you go.
Hussie.
Yeah, she
It was a
moving.
question
Yeah,
mark.
they're like a cow or
She
something.
moving crazy, but
All right. So this is a little bit of an update on
Yeah, we
something
talked
that
about
we've
this
talked about before. But there are currently some astronauts who are stranded on the International Space Station.
Oh,
They were originally only supposed to be there for like a week,
That was childish.
and
Oh,
ended up
yo, they stranded.
it ended up being what was planned to be picked up in January, so it was going to be about 8 months.
Which was crazy.
Now, unfortunately, it has been delayed again, and they are eyeing March or April. But the other thing that I wanted to bring up about this is they released a new picture of them. So you can see in this image, I'll blow it up for you guys.
Yo, do they got weed up there?
oh, there. Oh,
Bro, they got
shit.
real oxygen shit and drugs
So-
up there. They are.
This
No, they not
I would be
alright.
mad
You
as shit
don't.
if
You
they-
don't.
this
them-
is what they used to look
That
like.
lady
I need
got
weed.
Grays in that first.
No,
picture.
look what they used to
This
look
is
like.
what they look like now.
That's my point.
This shit ain't been a year.
Oh, you mean the agent shit? The shit
Yes.
is aging them.
What's the time on that again?
It's been
8 months.
No,
Yeah.
not that. Space. What's the agent thing? Cause this shit bad right here. Like,
it's there's no exact science to it. It's
Okay.
just like the lack of gravity, is not great for your body in general.
And I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. How much of the time you think they've been up there? They've been smiling like this.
no,
Like on some real shit. Like you up? That ain't your wife, nigga.
they sure-
And even if she willing to, get crazy, like she gonna get on your nerves. Like
Why
at some
is that
point,
what you're like?
no, vice versa.
I see it now. I ain't gonna.
Vice
hold you.
versa. Like I think
he dumb as
we see a picture of them walking towards the joint, right?
Crazy.
No, pay attention. We haven't seen them in a long time. We see a picture of them looking young and spry walking down the mat, right?
Yeah.
And then we see a picture of them saying "Happy Holidays" to the world.
Yo.
They might be up there on
Going
some.
at it. Going
Do
at
you-
it.
when everybody was voting, you think they was voting for the same nigga?
Oh God, this guy's
Like they might have had real discourse up there, yo.
Shit.
And I remember the male had family that spoke when they got stuck up there. His daughter and them spoke, right?
Yeah.
Like nigga, I'm stressed out, man. My daughter ran around with somebody in a fucking Camaro.
They both got kids, I think.
Yeah, I think his daughter was a young
So they've
woman.
been in space for 8 months. You said?
Yeah.
That's a long
8
time.
months longer than they was supposed to be there.
Yep.
But
So-
that's my thing. How? Like,
That's-
is people dropping off food?
Yeah, so they're at the International Space Station, so they have
Nothing's
regular
dropping
supply drops.
in space, bro.
But the issue is the International Space Station, the way
That
that
was
it's
cute.
staffed, they send up new staff every 6 to 12 months.
And people bring rations.
And they can do supply drops in between. The supplies are not an issue.
Okay.
The issue is the SpaceX vehicle that they were originally planning
Yeah.
to use as their rescue vehicle, it's still in the manufacturing process, so there's been delays in its production. And SpaceX offered to send up a different vehicle,
I remember that.
but they said that due to the nature of the mission, it just made more sense for them to continue on the timeline and finish the originally intended vehicle.
So, how much does their family get when they just lost
That is a great question.
15 years of their life in front of our face?
That is a great
They
question.
they like they aged 20 years.
Yes.
Like, if you look at his
Bull looks
forehead
sick.
and his jawline,
Bull looks like he
he's
has
not
cancer.
going to come home, start eating regular,
Yeah.
and not look like a fucking football coach.
Right.
I mean, on the flip
He
side of
went
this,
from
though,
looking like a possible lineman.
on the
in
flip side of
face
this,
to
though,
a
they
football
gonna go
coach.
down as legends.
Shit crazy.
They gonna go out as legends, though,
Yeah.
because
Legends for what? What are they going to accomplish besides the fact that they survived?
Yeah, it's not like this was a
Exactly.
fun mission. They didn't even like.
No, this
step
wasn't
on
one of the
moon.
cool ones.
no, but you survived being in space longer than you were supposed to.
That matters
and
to the
you'll have-
space community.
You'll have
That's like
documentaries
That's what I'm
written
saying.
about you.
that's like who jumped from the highest mountain. It only
Yeah.
matters to people that jump from mountains.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you give a fuck about that, that's your legacy, and that's what that
Alright,
is.
well, shout out
That's
to
how
them.
many. You think how many motherfuckers? Shit, you know how many people we lose to the streets that
At
Versus
that
the
point-
whole world.
But what I'm saying is, when you go through enough training and schooling to become an astronaut and wind up in a position where you might as well have just been a boxer and got your brains beat in.
No, I get it. Yeah,
Yo.
I get what you're saying.
In a year, it looked like you done fought Tyson, Holyfield, Javante, and everybody, and you ain't went nowhere. That's crazy.
I get it.
That's crazy.
All right, now we can get into Travis Hunter's fiance.
Hussie?
Oh man,
I didn't use Hussie because I reused the graphic from last week.
you don't know about her?
Oh man,
He don't get it, bro.
No, he don't.
Like, I've been in college before. Anyway, you introducing it to me.
This is Shorty from
You
high
introduce
school.
it.
Sure. So, if you remember last week, we kind of started discussing all of this situation, but recently Travis Hunter won the Heisman. And the reaction from his girlfriend started to spark a lot more conversations about their history and other things that she's done that have been not so supportive in the past.
That's already been brought to life by how she reacted at that game when they was walking off the field.
The game, the meet and greet.
Right.
Yeah, and well, the meet and greet is something from the Heisman that's been brought to light.
Okay.
But the game was weeks ago, and it already brought things into question about her and rehashed things that people had already got over.
Facts.
Go ahead.
So, and she had also been in an interview previously where she had mentioned that Travis Hunter was initially not her type.
She was on live stream with him.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, more recently, she has come out to clarify that statement.
Which is horrible.
And her cleanup game was to say that actually what had happened was...
I met the biggest simp in college football history at his level.
This nigga crazy.
And I love him because he'll sit outside of a party for me for 5 hours because he doesn't like the party.
Wow, the niggas
Which ties
turning up.
directly into the problem that happened recently.
Yeah.
Well, but what she actually said in response to how they got together was that he DM'd her while he was in a relationship with somebody else.
Right.
And
She doesn't mess with
she
cheaters.
doesn't mess with cheaters.
So that's why he
So
wasn't
that's
her
why
type.
he wasn't her type.
That sounds sketchy as hell.
All right, now you can finish introducing it.
No, first of all, that was bullshit.
For sure.
Let's start there because if you don't deal with cheaters, then you going to deal with a cheater after they become single.
Yeah, because what's that about?
What does that mean? Like, that's crazy. I think that every time she speaks on her behalf, she puts him further in the dirt, which is one thing that we've actually seen happen with Steph's wife. We seen it happen with one of the football players recently. Like, we've seen this where when they go to clarify their situation, it doesn't help the man's profile, and the profile is the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So her 8-minute video on live explaining how he's a simp didn't help.
You think dude insecure? Not
I
to
know
cut
he's
you
insecure. I know in a lot of ways. I mean, he's probably more secure in a lot of spaces than most men. But as far as just knowing star athletes in general, and then knowing that he's somebody that tells you to this day, all I do is play football, play the video game, and go fishing.
Right,
And then
right,
she
right,
tells
right,
you that
right.
he would drive her to the party and sit in the car.
Right.
He probably in the car watching fucking football film
For
or
sure,
fishing
Yeah.
film. You know what I mean? So, like, no, I think that he's probably definitely one of them dudes. Like, a lot of the times, like, the reason certain dudes go pro and others don't is because
They dedicated.
they put more hours into their profession or their future profession than you do into marinating that fish.
Facts.
Right?
Big facts.
That's the thing. I was spread thin in high school. I can't blame nobody but me. I look at niggas go overseas that I used to cook, and I'm like, well, shit. I was getting a lot of pussy and doing it. I mean, like, you can't do that.
It don't even matter.
Them niggas wasn't do when they was getting it, they didn't know how they got it.
Real shit.
So it's like he found somebody that has a way of showing him that she's holding him down privately, but publicly she's horrible at it.
I don't.
And she's missing all of the cues. Because when the
He missing them too, but
he is too. But her explanation is, if you listen to it, it's always based on her comfortability and what she was thinking. It's never based on putting herself in the situation that she's actually in, which is that you are the support system of a superstar athlete.
Yeah.
So these are moments and times where you have to take yourself out of it and you have to do the thing. And if you don't know how to react in those situations, we have this little thing that I heard of a long time ago that I think still exists, and it's called fucking YouTube.
For sure. For sure.
When somebody gets drafted, how does everybody react? You know what? Matter of fact, there was just a draft.
So you think it's down to her media
I
drama?
think that
You didn't get to the update yet either, though.
Well, you want to talk about the update?
Yeah.
All right. The one update was her looking eyes under Ant-Man's pictures that proved to be possibly fake.
Yes, I saw that was.
Yeah, that was
But the new
fake.
one was,
baby?
first of all, there was a video that she shot supposedly 3 or 4 years ago, and they've been together for 5, where she was all over a nigga in a video. Then there's the fact that her OnlyFans was available in 2021, and then that got taken down. Then there was another one where she was dancing at, I guess, one of the parties he was sitting outside of, and another athlete had his hands all over her ass, and she was going full
There's photos of that.
yeah, she was going full moment, right? Like she was having it. And
Full moment is crazy.
no, because it's like, you know how, like, first of all, there's a camera on you. You know how many reasons that parties ain't so much lit no more because there's cameras on? Because everybody running the play or everybody's following the play. She wanted to be seen.
Still.
She wants to be seen.
Still, though.
But she wants it to be on her timing. Because her explanation was all about her comfortability. None of it was about the appropriateness of the moment. We're addressing what you did in a moment of something that's traditional. And then your way out is to say, he didn't tell me to get up. He told me go get your man. You know what that means? It means Dion's a professional. He politely told you to get the fuck up. But you don't even understand that.
Right.
You said that to us like we were supposed to buy that.
No, sure.
You don't even... Am I wrong, Kay?
No.
Telling you go get your man is telling you get the fuck up.
But you gotta think, even that though,
Right.
even
Thanks.
that though, even
Because
with,
I can't do that to you because you young and little, you know what I mean? And I love youngin'.
even with that though, who's she speaking to? What's her demographic? Because is she talking to me, and you, and Cash?
No,
or is
she
talking
wants to be a Kardashian.
facts. So she talking to them.
She's
She
Heather.
clearing it up
She's
for
Heather
them.
Sanders.
Right. So it's a
I'm
whole
not-
different ball game with that.
But see, and I've seen
personally, I
Heather
feel like-
overstep. I've seen Heather say, I was supposed to be fucking Lil Wayne that night. She'll never say it again publicly.
I'm glad.
Like, you don't keep doing that.
I'm glad I'm a certain age. You know why? Because the generation behind me,
Fuck.
no, it's a very possible ability that you could fall in love and marry somebody who had or has an OnlyFans.
Bad John.
Well, I
When you
think
think about that, that's crazy. People,
Nah.
people my age or older never really had to think about that
When
up
I-
until now.
well, see,
I don't know. I was listening to Ronald Osley today, and he sounded like he was going through some shit. So
yeah,
I
and
know
I
that ain't your time, but
Dang, I know what that is.
no,
My folks love Isley, but I'm just saying,
I
his
was a-
chicks ain't had no fucking OnlyFans.
I was a wild bull. Once I've been able to get certain women or other niggas, women specifically, to do certain things, I was curious about who got pictures and videos of you.
Yo, you was a
Not
wild
who
boy.
got shit on social media and who if you got a page. I was worried about like if something, cause I'm a bull. So at some point niggas is gonna give a fuck, and then all of a sudden your video gonna pop. We
Yeah.
gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Yo.
I was listening to I Swear the other day in the car and shit. You definitely was wilding.
If she pour my drink right, if she leave, I'm a
This
tip
shit
her.
like-
If I'm paying for that
this
ass,
nigga-
she better be a stripper. I swear.
I swear.
I swear.
I swear.
Every hour, happy hour, every day of the weekend.
Yo.
Nigga, that's my life at
This
that
nigga
point.
music was like, it's like a theme song to a fucking softcore porn movie. Like,
No, it's
Don't encourage him.
it's no, you know what it is? It's a soundtrack to the new
Rockstar lifestyle.
No, to the new frat movie.
Oh, okay.
The new coming of age frat movie. It's the soundtrack.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I like that.
Cause you think about it, frat houses nowadays, they got clubs in a basement.
Yeah.
Like you gotta dig it. Like
Yeah.
so, I swear I'm talking about what's going on upstairs.
Uh-huh.
But in other shit, I'm talking about what's going on in the basement on the
Shit,
couches.
you better plug
You know
that
what I'm
shit in.
saying? When we jumping on the couches with the bottles. Like,
Basement is a real
it's
thing.
the whole thing.
So the last update. on this situation.
Oh, my bad. My music is awesome, by the way. I don't think people
It
know
is.
that.
Shout out to Sammy. I just plugged you like no diddy.
No, I appreciate that. I swear it was a motherfucker.
It is. It's a good joke. I liked
I
it.
still got nudity on YouTube.
So the last update in this situation is that both Travis Hunter and his fiance have deleted
Deactivated
all of their
account.
social media accounts. I think that they're sending the message that they're tired of the media looking into their entire situation, so they're just cutting off all access whatsoever. And I don't really blame them
But that's their
because
fault, Kay. They did that.
yes and no. Like, I get you. They did do it, but the media is a crazy beast, and once the narrative starts to spin one way, you have
Well,
all of these internet sleuths who are just going to find any and everything.
This
Or
is-
in today's age of AI, they're going to create any and everything just to continue the memes and the trending.
But this is why it's such a problem. Because she could have fixed that in 2 fucking ways. And
Yes.
she didn't do it.
Yes, I
After
give
the
you that. That's why
backlash-
it's partially their fault.
After
yes.
the backlash from the initial couple things that came out, the next couple public appearances she made, she should have been playing her part and she didn't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then she decided to speak publicly, which, all right, I don't really think you should, but if you do, make sure it counts.
And
She muddied the waters more. She made it worse. She leaned into what we already thought about her mental status and where she's at mentally, and whether she's holding him down in ways that whatever. They are about to be thrown into some shit that looks like he's running for president as far as attention.
For sure.
She has to have a certain threshold to handle that. So even if they're greatly in love, he's about to get big contract on top of big contract on top of big contract. Don't let her not be with him in 3 years.
Bro. For him to even be thinking about getting married.
And an operator his
At
level,
this
I don't
point-
think he could do that through fucking depression.
At this point,
He
no.
not built for that.
At this point in his life, him doing that means only one thing. That shit probably good than the motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, he just
She said, "I'm sorry, baby." Every time he get mad,
he probably just don't know the game for real.
No, he probably don't. But at the same time, he probably had never.
well, you said that early on in the
he
conversation.
probably never had that joint to the magnitude though.
But that's the thing, though, and we know this for real, right?
Right.
There's a 50-50. Niggas want a virgin and niggas want somebody to know what they doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Not even really, because I feel like the narrative is that she spent the block because of her homegirls. So
That's what she
alleged
kicked. That's what she kicked.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she kicked. But I
That's
also
not
saw
really
an NBA joint recently on Netflix, and Shorty said, "Yeah, I really didn't like athletes. I was a cheerleader." And then this 7-foot goofy looking nigga walked in, and I said, "Oh my God, he's gorgeous."
okay, change your
Like, motherfucker, man, this shit happens so fast right in front. And they tell you on camera.
Yeah.
And don't know how that looks to the public.
don't care. Like,
They don't give a fuck. I was genuine, right? Was my makeup good? Okay. Now I gotta dissect that. And you gonna be mad because I fucked you before. So I know you lying. Not you specifically, but your type. Stop. Who you fronting for? I watched the thing today where they asked the girl about a new song she made, and it was like, where did the energy come from? And she hesitated and paused. If she would have just said I was describing a situation, then nobody would have thought it was personal. But as soon as you hesitate, now we know that it's about you. Just go with it. Come on, what we doing?
We'll do this one. You can introduce it.
Faison Love responds to
Faison.
Katt Williams.
it took them all year.
That was like a year ago. Katt said that.
No, it was the beginning of the year.
Beginning of
Man,
this
on
year.
it. Yeah.
Technically,
Because that's how the year sparked. Katt called it.
The year is almost over.
Yeah, but Faison was, and it's crazy because he didn't do it on like no crazy platform. He was on Nick Cannon has a podcast where they play spades.
I ain't even know.
I don't know if you ever seen that before.
They play the weirdest spades rules ever.
Yeah, because it's hard to really play spades while doing a podcast. So they got a lot of just random shit that just plays into the conversation more so than keeping score.
Okay.
Right? Would be the best way I can explain it because I'm a spades. Like, I hate weird spades.
Got it.
Yeah.
But Katt said what he said. He said, you're a fat Faison liar. Remember that shit? But what's funny is it came up while he was talking to Nick, and you know Nick as much as people try to play him like he corny, he don't pull no punches, especially around his folks. And they was having a conversation, and Faison's response was actually dope. And he said in a lot of ways, like, man, y'all know Katt love me. He was like, at the end of the day, like, I was just weirded out because I'm like, you called me a fucking liar. You know, that's like calling me a snitch. What the fuck did I lie about? And they was like, well, you did some shit like Katt did before. You called a lot of people out. He said, what did I lie about?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like, Faison still lean on that. He's still a GOAT. Like, he's still been around for 30 years of comedy. So he talked that shit, and then he said something that was the headline, which was, he wouldn't say it to my face anyway.
Who, Katt?
Yeah. And then somebody said, well, what if he did? And Nick said, well, if you know anything about comedy, you know they've had a run-in before.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Yeah. So Katt would never reenact that moment again, is what was the undertone of the conversation.
You put hands on Katt?
I mean, the little teenage dude did that to Katt, so.
Yeah, he put Katt in a compromising position.
What?
So
Like
look it up. But what I'm saying is,
Footage.
for Katt to have an interview that had the host saying, I made more off of that interview than I made in my best year in the NFL.
Yeah.
And to be a comedian attached to one of the downsides of that conversation, I think even with that jab, Faison handled that like a G. Because I think him and Nick had the conversation. Because Nick talked about when Chelsea Handler threw the shot at him, and his response was, comedians don't do that. Like, we're not supposed to be doing that. So I think that at some point we could joke about it, but ultimately I'm not going to add more fuel to it. I'm going to just get my little bit off. Let y'all know I'm still funny too.
Yeah.
And I'm still a nigga.
Yeah.
And I think that Faison found a good balance of that without... And I mean, you know, Katt is wild. He might respond to it, but I don't think that Faison added fuel to it so much.
So no Chris Rock shit going on.
I think that more he might have directed it. I think the next time Katt speaks about it, he's going to speak about the time he ran into the Faison, and Faison's fine with that.
Bro, listen.
Because you might lie about it, but the community knows about that moment. So go ahead, make a joke out of it.
We don't be knowing, but comedy is just as competitive and beef worthy as like battle rap and rap and shit.
Well, battle rap is actually competitive stand up.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
A lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
And I think that if you can respect the man standing on stage by himself and controlling the crowd with no beat, you gotta respect the man in a similar way that stands across from another man that is trying to tear him down and has to respond to that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think there's a lot of like the respect level of like one man show type of shit. I think sometimes it gets away from it because they think that you guys are orchestrated. No, I ain't know what this nigga was about to say. He said some shit about my grandma and I wanted to leave.
Yeah.
But I held it down and then I gave him the joint about his bitch. Like, it's a thing. Or it might not even be that. I might have made a water gun joke that beat the grandma joke. Like, you never know, but it's that strategic. So I think that, no, you dead right about that. You dead right. That's why I give y'all respect. If it wasn't for that, man, I don't fuck with you.
I'm a hell of an artist, too.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I know a lot of dope rappers.
I'm just saying.
Big face.
A lot of dope rappers.
Ready to move on?
Yeah, man.
All right.
He want to be in my top 5. He got to drop another album this year.
You know I'm doing
How many
that
days
anyway.
we got left in the year?
This year? You ain't shit.
You see how he was quick to rebuttal like I'm about to.
Matter of fact, since you said that, because I want to use the rest of my TuneCore shit. I'm gonna drop some shit that I put on my YouTube. I'm gonna re-drop it through the whole joint.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's
like
do
to
it.
all platforms. Yeah,
let's do it.
Cocaine,
see, check me out. Inspirational.
Cocaine Cash, the mixtape.
Inspirational.
I'm gonna re-drop that to all platforms for y'all. It was on my channel, but
are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a great time.
You good?
Yeah.
I mean, I did help you out there because you know how y'all be treating me on the sports shit. Every time sports come on, you be like, "Yo, Cash, just shut the fuck up. Don't talk."
I don't be telling him to shut up. He be saying he don't know nothing. That's why when we did the first joint, I said, "Yo, I appreciate you."
Oh no, Cash don't know shit about this
Cash
topic.
don't be knowing, bro. But it's cool. We still love you.
I don't be knowing
no,
about
we
everything.
love you. We love you.
I listen to the logic of the
Okay,
topic.
introduce the next topic.
You
don't
ready?
care. Yeah, because they studio session started already.
No, it didn't.
All right. So, in tech news, one of the things that we've been talking about a lot in terms of Trump is the tariff situation that might be coming.
Which will affect all years.
Yes. Obviously, Trump has been talking about a universal tariff, but in addition to that, he has been talking about targeting China specifically. And some of the things that he has talked about, some of the industries that he's looked at, are, in particular, telecommunications. So that means phones as well as apps like TikTok. Drones, most notably DJI drones. So DJI is the #1 selling brand of drones as well as other photo equipment. And he's talking about limiting access to that company's products in order to promote U.S. drones, which are far inferior products, as well as banning international or Chinese AI and Chinese electric vehicles. So all of this, of course, is in a ploy to try and keep America's economy competitive in terms of manufacturing these products for ourselves. All of these products are ones where we have been trying to compete directly against China, and in most cases falling behind. So what do you guys think about this strategy? First off, will it affect you?
First of all, it'll definitely affect everybody that is not in the top 10% of this country. And they'll be affected, but it'll be a reasonable loss because they'll still benefit on the back end of the cuts and the things that they benefit from. But what happens is this is backwards because you let major entities, Amazons and whoever else, build in places and don't charge them any taxes. Any taxes. And they become the biggest entities and the only entities over here. But if you would charge them a small tax, they'd be able to combat so much of the loss and you know what I mean, what's missing. But those are the big dogs, and the big dogs are your folks. And the dude that's coming up next only supports the big dogs. So it's only going to get worse. Like, this is ugly because he's the one that said, I'm putting tariffs on people and that's going to benefit y'all. It don't benefit me for you to make cheese fucking more expensive.
Yeah.
Because there's a trickle-down effect. Like, y'all think these stores are going to get taxed for one thing and not add something to other things that they not getting taxed on to make up for it?
Right. Just like we got that soda tax and cigarette tax in Philly.
That shit was supposed to go to schools.
Yeah, where the fuck is the schools at? Shut down.
And then next thing you know, they missing $2 billion. They don't know where it went, and they got to get back take-home vehicles.
Then right after that, they brought the
Remember
Pope
that?
to the city. Right after that, they spent $12 million on bringing the Pope to
Well,
the
that
city.
brings revenue to the city.
Yeah, but how you gonna say y'all need money for schools from soda tax and shit like that?
No, but the thing is, I mean, plastic bag shit, all this shit is the same, man. And that's what's so frustrating, and that's why people don't care about what happens up top.
I mean, the thing that's even more frustrating to me about these taxes in particular, than like something like a soda tax or that is you can't get these products made in America. Like 75% of the studio was made in China.
Right.
And that's not because these products exist made by American companies, because they don't. Or if they do, they are way more expensive, not made for our level of production. They're made for like a $10,000 commercial production. And they're not accessible to.
You heard what she said. We bigger than them 10,000. Oh, my bad.
No, I mean, it's just not. It's not accessible to the average person. So for me personally, if this tariff, even if we're talking 10% on everything in this studio alone, right there, 10% of that, we're talking thousands of dollars.
Nah, that's why I was about to say 10% is you being gracious. 3% is a motherfucker. 3%, if you say thousands at 10%, 3% is hundreds of unnecessary dollars from somebody that, you know what I mean?
Right. And these are on products that there's literally
talking
no American equivalent.
We're talking about a country where the average income in most cities and states is $20,000 to $40,000.
And these are the types
That's from
of
two
products.
Two-parent households.
These are the types of products that having access to actually closes the gap in terms of scientific and technological revolution. Like, if you don't have access to AI products at a level of the masses, then you're not going to have new AI designers coming from different walks of life or coming from anywhere. Like, think about it. If we didn't have so many schools that have AI programs now and we weren't investing that type of money into it, there's no way that we would be able to even remotely keep up with China in the first place when it comes to these conversations. So, I mean, I don't see this as being a good move. Me personally, when I saw the news that drones were the next thing being targeted, especially DJI, like, that is the #1 brand. One of the brands that I shop on regularly. So, that right there, I'm not happy to see it. I don't think that this is smart for the U.S. Frankly, this is another start to... This is very similar to the strategies that we took in the Cold War when it came to the space race and things like that, and even the nuclear arms race. And I'm looking at the way that we're treating these technologies as a very similar type of strategy. And I don't see that as being smart, because if you think about it, we still haven't really closed out the Cold War. We closed out the chapter of it back in the 90s. But if you look at what's going on today, we are still engaged with Russia on a daily basis when it comes to the threat of nuclear arms.
And homeboy used that as a ploy in his own campaign.
Absolutely. So I don't see this as a smart move. I think that this is going to continue to add to the boiling international tension that is going on. And I don't think that this is going to put the U.S. in a stronger economic position at the end of these 4 years.
Well, I appreciate your report, because you always teaching me something. God damn.
Yeah, that was a real teachable moment.
Like, bro, she did her research on that shit. But that's how she, that's why she here. Not why she here, that's why she has a microphone. But at the same time, let's get into something decent, man. Let's have some fun, man. Because that's like, it's like the fact that so little people matter in a country like this, and it's being shown over and over again, is really sad, yo. Because even on my best years, I've seen struggle and seen other people going through it, and we're not in a position to just start taking stuff for granted and making people buy into bullshit. That's like crazy. But let's go. All
right, our last topic for tonight, Beast Games. So we talked about this last week. Mr. Beast put out his first 2 episodes of his new reality game show, where he starts off with 1,000 contestants all competing to win $5 million. But if you have seen Mr. Beast's videos on YouTube in the past, you've seen his style of gameplay before. So, like I said, the first 2 episodes are out now. In the first 2 episodes, he drops the level of contestants from 1,000 to under 500. Very quickly. And then he moves all of the contestants into a city that he built just for this game show. So overall, crazy, he spent over $15 million on creating this production. That's not even counting the $5 million that he's giving away, as well as tons of other prizes. An island, Ferrari, Lamborghinis, a whole bunch of stuff. So it's definitely going to be a very lit season. Episodes are going to be coming out on Wednesdays moving forward, and you can catch all of this on Amazon Prime.
One thing I want to say is, I saw the YouTube video right before it led into the Mr. Beast games, right? And what happens is he had all of these people, and they were competing for $5 million, we thought. And he just kept dropping people, having challenges and dropping people. And in the beginning, everybody that lost early left with like $2,000.
Oh, word.
Then there were games where like you either got on board or you sacrificed your team and you may or may not have won money, it got weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, he said, well, everybody that's still here is going to my show, Beast Games. So we watched Beast Games, and Beast Games was actually lit. And like she said, they went through a lot of people real quick. These challenges was wild as hell. There was all type of personalities. And then there's like, it shows you humanity of people. Like I'm here for $5 million, but if somebody offers you $100,000 to go home today,
That's good money for
could you tell your family you didn't take that $100,000 and come home empty-handed?
No, absolutely not.
Nothing's guaranteed. Just because they'll give you a bean now don't mean you get it later. What I said, the initial people got $2,000. Some people in between didn't get nothing when they went home. So it's like, it's dope. It really plays on a lot of things, but like, one thing I noticed about Beast Games, and I said this to Kay, is when it comes to production level for challenges or game shows, he might be superior to he is superior to most, if not all, of the network game shows. Like when it comes down to any game show you can think of, whether it's Survivor based or whatever have you, when it comes to building suspense, how many cameras they use, how much production value goes into it.
1,057 cameras.
Mr. Beast is snapping on these motherfuckers. And then he's promoting brands and things that he's in charge of or that he has deals with that are running campaigns the entire time that this is going on. And there was a hiccup before this came out, right? You spoke to it last week.
There's some potential lawsuits pending against him for this.
So what was that based on?
One of them was sexual harassment based. There's a couple of like potential injury claims, things like that. And to be fair, like those things happen in productions, especially when you have 1,000 contestants. So I don't want to necessarily assign too much merit to it, but it is worth discussing the style of gameplay that he does include. It's a lot of bribery and self-sacrifice situations where you have to self-eliminate yourself from the ability to win $5 million to better a team of people that you just met 30 minutes ago.
Right.
So it's a lot of high pressure situations, a lot of psychological gameplay, and a lot of people are not necessarily cut out for that. But in Mr. Beast's defense, you signed up for this. You decided that you wanted to compete. You knew what the style of competition was going to be, and you still wanted to do it.
And it's 1,000 cameras. So if we can see the guy that dropped the ball that initially wasn't accounted for him, we can run the cameras back and say, oh shit, this challenge has been over because he been dropped the ball. You think we missed when somebody grabbed your ass?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what she said, 1,000 plus cameras. It ain't that many cameras in this neighborhood. Shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to assign the lawsuits too much merit, but I do think that and something
it affected the rollout.
Something that you said while watching this is, I wonder how many stories we'll hear after the fact from contestants that were like, "Oh, this was brutal. Like I survived this."
Yep.
Type of scenario, and I do think that might end up being the case.
It's going to be a whole doc.
But again, these people willingly signed up for this style of competition. And for me, like, if you willingly sign up for something, you can't cry about it afterwards. Yeah.
I don't see the difference between this and the MTV challenges.
Yeah, me either.
Right? Except that it's the new age. It's the Squid Game's age of challenges.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What did you think about the entertainment value? How do you feel about it? You watched 2 episodes.
I think it's great. I mean, you know me. I'm a Mr. Beast fan in general. I watch the majority of his videos. But to me, this was exactly what I wanted it to be. Production value over the top. That's one of the things that I love about Mr. Beast. Like the fact that he actually clues you into that there's 1,057 cameras in the room. For nerds like me, that's exciting, and I love, hearing about the production side of it. And like I said, $15 million into this production, building an entire city, that's a lot of production work. Oh. So I'm very into it. I can't wait for the next episode. This is probably one of the most entertaining things that we're going to watch at the end of this year.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Now, y'all gotta get out of here. I know that. I don't want to hold y'all up, but appreciate y'all. Appreciate you as always. You know.
You already know.
You my nigga. If they don't get no bigger, you at about 25%. You can get the other 75 and
What you
25. No, it's cool.
I ain't hear what
and
you
you
said.
no, don't even.
No,
worry
run it
about
back.
Don't even worry about.
No, I don't want to hear
I'm
it.
gonna text it to you.
It was a bar, right?
Yeah, it's
You
barish.
said, it was like a corny fed joke. That's what you said.
No.
You said something about 25%.
Yo, not everything's about your size.
No, the grease is clogging his ears. It's cool.
What grease?
Fat shit. Anyway,
Put some of that shit on your face and grow a beard.
I appreciate you,
nigga.
man. Let the people know how to find you, keep up with you, and all of that.
I'm
man.
Doozy. Oh shit.
No, do you think?
I'm Doozy on all handles. That's DUSZUI. That's Twitter, Instagram, all of that. That's how you can find me.
Listen, man, this nigga humble, but
Talk that shit.
Him being around me, he gonna not be so humble. Like in a little second, you know what I
I'm
mean?
a killer though.
But yeah, problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you that
GTA.
real shit.
Yeah, that part.
We about to go put some work in though.
Dating
You know what I mean? So new doozy coming soon. Just let me tell you that. You know what I mean?
That's
go get
fire.
that C Cash album, man. That shit out on all platforms right now.
Play
Got
that.
some new videos coming for that shit soon too.
Fire. I need y'all to listen to Mel Austin. I got an interview with him coming out on Thursday. Dope nigga from Uptown. You know what I mean? Soul and all that. He just
Mel
dropped some-
Austin.
I'm gonna send you the link
Yeah.
because the joint ain't on all platforms yet. He dropping that soon, but right now it's on SoundCloud or something, right? It's on one of them joints. So I'm gonna send you the link. You can get it ahead of time. It's a vibe. It might be. You might want to play it with your people for the holidays. It's like it's a good vibe.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
Not like your music, like.
I mean, well, you know, I make some. Do you wanna? Okay, what's up?
So this week on the channel we have tons of stuff dropping. We will get you through your holiday season. I loaded us up with new shorts, new clips. We have stuff dropping from our episode with Aaron Shakur. So make sure that you tune in for that. We also have some shorts dropping from all of our recent lives. I'm catching you up. In addition to that, of course, you can catch us on Thursday at 4 p.m. when we release the episode with Mel Austin, as well as next Monday at 6 p.m. with our special end-of-year wrap-up edition of the live stream.
Oh, the joint. I got you.
So, yeah,
Go to
stay
Instagram,
tuned to the
put your
channel.
name
If you are watching us on TikTok or Twitch, make sure that you subscribe to YouTube. That is our primary outlet.
Yes,
That's
sir.
where we drop the most stuff. So tune in there as well. That's it for me.
I appreciate y'all, man. It's been a great show, yo. Let me do this for everybody that's been involved. I've had a great time, man. There we go. See, he got me multitasking. I found it for him. No, I'm a beast. But no, tap in next week, man. We might pop up another day this week. I ain't got to work, so you never know what's going to happen. But we got a lot of recording going on, and we got a lot of family going on.
Yeah.
And we also have other productions that we're responsible for. So I'm not making y'all no guarantees, but we gonna have a good time, man. We going in the upcoming year. We gonna keep adding on and adding on. I'm not saying we making no resolutions. I'm saying we gonna keep doing what we doing, and we gonna keep turning up on y'all. But yeah, that's his page. That's 2 of the songs from the project. I'm trying to find the project. Maybe it wasn't SoundCloud. I'll find it for you in a minute. I'll send you the link in a minute. But we out of here, man. Appreciate y'all.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks, Sammy. Fucking yuppie transplants. Move the fuck out. Get out of our fucking city. You ain't even fucking born here. Tired of you motherfuckers.
I'll just follow you, bro.
All right, I got you right back.